and here's your cast. You didn't hear me say any of that because my microphone was muted, but you know what I said, so here we go. Now it's fine. Hey guys, hey, what's up? How's it going, everybody?
What's up, you guys?
What's up, gamers?
Hey.
Awesome. Hey, we're here to play some Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungies and Draggies.
And it's been 1 week since we last played.
Gizmos and gadgets.
Yeah.
Gizmos and gadgets aplenty. Gadgets and gizmos aplenty. Who's its and what's its? Galore?
Galore.
Did anyone
Anyway.
play Gizmos and gadgets while they should have been working during computer time in middle school?
Nah, I played Math Blasters.
I learned how to type.
You just
Played
did the
number
wall.
munchers.
And they put the keyboard. They put the keyboard condom on the keys
Yeah.
so that you couldn't cheat.
You guys actually did that? They like make you not see the keyboard?
Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah.
never did that for us.
Were bright orange and felt terrible.
Not pleasant.
In what situation in life would you not be able
Gaming.
to glance down at your
Dabble.
keyboard?
Fucking gaming. Hardcore gaming. You don't have time. You can't look down.
That's what the training in school is really for.
It's for
Teach
gaming.
you how to game. Teach you how to game.
Listen, you fumble an ability in Valorant, it's over.
Why do you learn?
can't look down.
Why do you
I have a
learn?
distinct- Go ahead.
I was gonna say, why do you learn a squared plus b squared equals c squared?
Pythagoras has made a deal with a devil.
To try to figure out the range in D&D. That's the only
That's
reason
the
for that.
only reason.
My kids are learning to type on this.
You're gonna fucking ruin their lives. On the
They don't get letters, they get Valorant ability.
They do.
Fuck that. Ortholinear. Teach them on the ortholinear.
I have a distinct memory when I was a kid of my parents or my friends' parents. Like they had like all of the other parents or the other friends' parents over, so it was just like a party of parents.
Yeah.
And one of them brought out a keyboard and showed everybody that she could type without looking, and this was taken as some incredible achievement. Which now I look back on with I don't know, nostalgia, I guess.
I remember my mom like bragging to me about like how much she could type in a minute, and she's like, "No, Chelsea, watch me." When I was like having trouble in school about it, she's like, "No, watch me. That'll make things feel better."
Let
And
me
I'm
dunk
watching
on you,
her.
Chelsea.
Yeah. And she's like, no, watch. And I'm watching and just seeing every other word a spelling error. I'd be like, you totally didn't though. And she's like, no, but I can go back. I'm like, what does that?
That doesn't
Save time.
I'm doing 1,000 calculations at once, all of them wrong.
Just check my work later.
Oh, yeah, that's good. I was not very good at typing, but I figured it out enough. It's better than handwriting.
The thing that drove me insane was the teacher was like, well, it's important that you like sit up straight because that will affect your typing. And I was like, yes, I should be sitting up straight. I get that. But that won't affect my typing, I don't think.
That's
Piano teachers are the same way. If you're not sitting up straight, it's like you could be playing a concerto and they'd be like absolutely wrong.
I was like,
you look
I don't know if
horrible.
that will actually have an effect on my speed. Maybe I should test that sometime.
No, I feel like ultimate
Ooh.
position is hunched as you can get. That's gamer mode. Anyway, speaking of gamer mode, we're here to play a game. That I guess kind of uses our keyboards. But before we do that, there's other gaming things to talk about first. Speaking of, we have any good bits or cherished traditions we'd like to engage in at the moment?
I don't know if good bits is the word you're looking for.
I think it's a good bit.
But it's time for another round of What's Chelsea Playing? We are back to Baldur's Gate 3, baby!
Whoa.
And that's it. It's a big game, and I don't want to spoil anything. So I can't really describe where I'm at.
What act are you in?
We're deep into Act 3,
Okay.
but saying deep into Act 3, I don't know if we actually are, or have just skimmed the surface.
We have just skimmed the surface of Act 3.
It kind of is comprised of the person I'm playing with
Who's
going
that?
around, and I don't know, somebody I met on the internet.
Crazy.
Going around doing all the shopping for us, slash has now gone rogue mode, and is stealing things, and then me exploring, and like 10 minutes later, me going, oh no, oh no, oh no. Help, help! I found a random plot point!
Well, that's good.
Or me just like going into a basement, like this will probably lead to nothing. Oh no!
And then there's more rats than you've ever seen in your entire life.
That was so fun.
I'm just discovering like playing Baldur's Gate with more people besides just myself, and I get distracted a lot easier that way because I'm having fun talking to friends. Of course I am. And so me, Winfield, and a friend of ours are playing, and Winfield is a bard and is trying to do like the classic, like, let me talk to people so good things will happen to us, and I'm not paying attention, and like I trespass and we are immediately thrown in combat and die. And that's happened thrice.
Good.
So.
Sure has.
It's okay because Winfield doesn't hold grudges.
No. I accidentally romanced Gale today.
Oh.
Accidentally.
I don't know how this keeps happening to me. I can never romance the person I want. I always accidentally romance someone else.
But Gale is so easy to romance.
I know, that's how it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to romance Karlach or Asterion this run, and so for some reason I'm now Gale's girlfriend.
I think the key is just don't talk to him first.
Yeah, I just need to quarantine him in his tent.
Let him blow up. It'll be fun.
Give him a baby to take care of in the form of a
I accidentally romanced Asterion. Because I didn't. Sometimes my game glitches and it won't show me like so and so approves.
Yeah.
But I had no idea if he was approving of me or not. And I just talked to him first, and he was like, "Sex?"
Might
I
as
was
well.
like-
Okay.
I guess.
I guess so.
Also, I should send you all a picture of my character because it's a character from an old campaign, but female.
Is it?
Yeah.
Who?
I think I sent
Are they
you a
purple?
photo. Yeah, it's the
Oh.
ossified Spyro, Finn!
Yeah.
Yay.
To make her girly.
Girl boss
she's
Finn.
She's Finley.
Girl boss
Aw.
Finley.
A couple
Yeah.
people in this call will get this. In my co-op game, I'm playing an old dwarf woman named Ma.
Yeah. I think one
Yeah.
person in this call will get that, and it's me, but I'm excited about it.
Elsie?
Get
Oh,
it
right.
too!
I forgot. That
And
you were there for
remember, so then I have, for my Dark Urge run, which I barely started, I'm doing a character from that campaign, and I don't know, spoilers, another character you can create, wink wink, I made Ma.
that. Aw,
Mm.
nice. Wait, who's the other character?
That's not a
Are you
spoiler.
playing Shiggled-It?
Shiggled it.
Yeah.
I
Nice.
thought Dark Urge
Dark
fit
Urge.
that.
Yeah, it kind of works.
Mhm.
But the big difference,
Can't play Hobgoblin
Is,
in Baldur's Gate 3, so.
Yeah. Mods?
you know, you guys' co-op run,
Who?
like 4 people in
Chelsea's
this call,
or the Crab Dads?
Oh.
Crab Dads.
Crab Dads. You know how Tommy's fucking his way through the continent?
Yeah. Beans fucks.
Touchdown.
Well, Ma's fucking.
Nice fucking. That's upsetting, but I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah.
My favorite part of playing Baldur's Gate 3 with a special someone is
Who?
because just somebody I met on the
Oh,
internet,
just the
but they're
random
very
person.
special to me.
Yeah.
Is because you can't romance each other,
Mhm.
you just cheer each other on when
Yeah.
they're romancing.
See, we kind of do that in Crab Dads, but it's mostly like bloody competition, where somebody will be like, "Hey, stop talking to her! Stop talking to Shadowheart!"
Hang on.
Oh, poor
the
Shadowheart, you're
person-
making her so
like,
uncomfortable.
No. The person who's most guilty of this is Blake with Asterion.
That most guilty. You and I are equally guilty. You got mad at me every time I talk to Shadowheart.
Bro, when Shadowheart left, I was like, Char who? We got Shadowheart's old news.
I mean,
we
you
moved
did-
on from
you did
Shadowheart.
give up. That's true. But early days. Either way.
feel like
now,
y'all
you
picked
just
the
talk
wrong-
to now you just talk to Aelin every time we go
was
to
like,
camp to see if there's new dialogue.
I feel like y'all packed the wrong conceptual horse. Bear man all the way.
Fucking
Plus Squid Man.
yeah, plus a couple other
Plus everyone
beings.
forever.
We did one where, well, we did a quick save before
Mm.
because we were like, let's see where this goes, and it led to a breakup between two characters, and I was about to cry. And-
No.
We reloaded.
Go back. Go
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This has been another round of What's Chelsea Playing.
Yeah.
Wow, that was- Quick one. It was only 15 minutes.
Yeah. What? Is there any other bits or anything anyone wants to do before we play the game, or you want to play the game?
What game?
All right, we're gonna play
This
the game
week, we are sponsored by Angry Orchard.
then. We sure
No,
are.
Miller Lite.
Can we get sued for that?
Ooh,
Maybe.
fight. Coke
Coca-Cola.
versus
No,
Miller
No,
Lite.
Coca-Cola's gonna sue us.
Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. All right.
Honestly,
well,
Coke
So
probably owns
isn't
all
it-
of those.
Wouldn't it just be free advertising for them?
Yeah, I don't think they. I do think
How
there's
will it-
some stuff about like lying about who's paying you to do stuff, but since nobody's paying us to do stuff, I don't think it matters.
Yeah, I think it's
Um,
illegal to not mention you're being paid.
Oh, okay.
No,
then-
that's legal.
No,
Not-
it is okay.
It
But
was
if you're not
only
being paid and lie about being paid,
was-
how bad could that
fun
be?
fact. It was only this year that Activision Blizzard announced that they were paid by gun companies to feature their guns in Call of Duty.
Well,
Only
yeah,
for like the
corporations,
past 5
that's
years.
probably legal.
Huh.
But for like influencers, you do have to do that. That is a law. You could get in a lot
It's-
of trouble for not
Um,
doing that.
Yeah,
Would it
but
be
you
can't
illegal if I
influencers,
said
yeah.
from this point forward, every opinion I share is shared by the Miller Lite company?
Well,
That's that they will get mad at you for that.
These opinions are not my own and represent.
They're-
I do not represent
These
me.
opinions are not my own. I'm just a spokesperson for Nestle.
No.
They were handed to me by a large corporation.
Okay,
I
we're
have a
gonna
script here
before we go to jail. I'm
Allegedly.
gonna,
under
I'm
my
gonna-
script for this show.
No, that's not real. Okay, last time on Bright Futures, our heroes, after
That's us.
after preventing an attack by a duo of nefarious fae, our group learned of a new invention that can close portals, and immediately afterward was thrown into all sorts of schemes, talks, and plots from many different people about whether or not this would start a war. Turns out, though, the new head of Parliament, the new head of the House of Lords, the Jade Prince, who had also hired the party to come to this sealing summit, turned out he did the Fae attacks to get everybody mad at Nildor to make the war happen. But he was very straightforward with it and talked to the group and asked them if they wanted in, especially since they seemed to have a common enemy, some sort of entity that killed one of the Jade Prince's main potential proponents, and one that the group has dealt with in the past, a very mysterious figure. So after some tense negotiation, the group decided to strike a deal with the Jade Prince in exchange for taking back one of the Fae, Nimneth, the banished Prince of Winter, the son of the Queen of the Unseelie Court, with them to Hagen. And Jade Prince agreed. So they brought Nimneth back with them, who was not terribly happy to be in this situation, and does not seem to be taking to Hagen very well. But only time will tell.
Excuse me, an insight check said otherwise.
Well, he's interested, but he's not. He's
It's
not happy. He's not
I know
happy
he's
to be.
happy, and it's fine.
He's not happy to be in what he considers a cage. Though he does seem intrigued by the world. But yeah, that is where we left off as you all returned back to Hagen. And it is late afternoon, early evening on. Come on, give me the thing. Oh no. have to do it over here. It is late afternoon, early evening on Sunday, Celestius 26. You go back to class tomorrow. If there's anything you guys want to do tonight, please let me know. And Tommy, just so you know, your mouse is visible.
I was spelling out things with my mouse.
Okay.
Can you see what they say?
Absolutely not.
Speaking of spelling out,
you guys are level 9. Don't look at the fucking. They didn't update the stuff yet. You're level 9. It's fine. You're level 9. Don't even worry about it.
speaking of spelling out, is there new flavor text added to the world map, or has that been there for a long time and I just never noticed?
Home of. No, I think somebody did that today, and I'm not gonna read it out loud, and I'm gonna get rid of it, actually.
The one in Nildor, I think
That's
I
been
did
there.
a long
That's
time
been
ago.
There. The rest of them haven't, and
I think these
are
other ones are new.
gonna go away now.
No, it's good. It's good flavor text.
I liked that one.
Sorry.
You know, fucked up that you let mine stay.
Well, that's
Yeah,
real.
wow, favoritism.
Fucked
Hey,
up.
it helps me remember.
It's real.
It's brings context.
Well, the other one was real too.
The Care Leone one helped too.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you even No, that one's
Really
that one's
helped.
mean and can't show up. So we got
And
rid
you know
of
what?
it.
That lake does look like it says poop a lickin'.
No, it doesn't. One of these days, you guys are gonna make fun of the names in my world one too many times, and bad things will happen to you.
Oh, I'm waiting for you to kill off my character because I'm so annoying.
I've got another one in the back pocket, baby, and she's awesome.
I talked to Blake earlier this week. I was like, I got an idea for a character. And he goes, I told it to him, and he goes, that's a bummer, but I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. It was, and I do.
So just imagine if you if you wrongly kill us all.
Wrongly?
If you wrongly kill us all, there's 5 other backup characters.
If I
that
kill
you
all of
have
you guys,
no
we're just
idea.
starting over. We're not just... we're doing a different campaign.
I feel like every time I approach Blake with a character idea, 80% of the time he will not like it, and then 20% of the time he will.
Michael, what was the last character you approached me with? Was it a talking dog? Yes. Moving on.
Well, that was a while ago. Blake, there's been multiple since then. The last one I approached you with was a gorilla with a little exoskeleton that so she could talk through sign language.
Is that better or worse than a talking dog, Michael?
Amy,
Worse.
pretty.
Anyway, do any of you want to
You
do
like
anything?
the talking dog one.
Do
You said
any
you'd
of
allow
you,
that one.
Do any of you want to do anything tonight before your classes start tomorrow?
I think what I said at the end of last session that I volunteered to keep an eye on Nimneth the first night.
You
So
sure?
I
You
did
sure
that.
might have.
I mean, I can take half the night, because trance. I don't know what the hell else I'm gonna do.
Okay, so I'll do the first half, you do the second.
Because he doesn't sleep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright.
Cool. All right. Well, if nobody's gonna do anything, you can all head to
Bed.
bed.
Bedtime.
And
We had a long week.
And Tether, it was like 3 days. And Tether, as you you look around for Nimneth, you see him sitting on a patch of frozen ice out in the middle of the lake.
Okay, because I flew out as a bird somehow. So I guess I'll use another wild shape to turn into.
Keep in mind, I don't think your wild shape lasts your whole what would be your whole watch.
It'd be, well, I need 4 hours because that's how long it takes for Peter to
Yep. I'm not sure.
thing, and I
if
have
you
more, and I know I have more than 2 hours,
Yeah. Okay.
especially with 2 wild shapes.
Well, didn't you just use? You used one, and you're using a different one now. Doesn't really matter. You could do this. It's fine.
Yeah. Let me just. because I have. Yeah, I can stay in
4
a
hours.
B shape from number of hours equal to half your druid
Yeah,
level.
4 hours.
Yeah, so I'm good. Yeah. So I'll turn into like a manatee and dive into the water.
You're turning into a manatee above the water and diving into the water
Yeah.
as a manatee.
Yeah.
Great big splash.
You see him just like look over and
A
shake his
green
head.
decayed manatee.
Yeah, he looks over, shakes his head, and then continues to look out towards the forest.
I'll do some playful circling for a bit,
He pays no attention to you.
and then I'll change back into tether, and climb on the ice too, and just say, it's my dream to awaken that entire forest.
Did I invite you to sit with me?
Oh no, I'm sorry. We're outside, so do you have to invite people even outside? I thought it was just indoors.
I don't know what your customs are, but I was enjoying a night of solitude until you came, splashed me, and are talking to me. None of which I asked for.
Oh. Well, I don't think you can preemptively ask for it, but now that you've asked for it, I can leave.
Good.
Okay. I'm gonna go there.
Do you say that to him? That he's going to the forest?
Yeah. Yeah.
Enjoy.
Do you want to come?
No.
Okay.
Doggy paddle.
Doggy paddle. And you know what? How much money do I have?
Okay. Well, it's not money. It's components
Fine,
that
I'll-
cost money.
I'll spend money on components this week, and then we'll do this.
Hey, don't get mad at me. That's how the spell works. You
What are
gotta
the
get an agate worth at least 1,000 gold pieces.
Okay, I'll get an agate.
Agate. Is agate correct? I don't know how to pronounce that.
Agate stone.
It's one of those words that I grew up reading, so I don't really know how you say it.
It's in the Queen Mab speech, and they say agate stone.
Agate. Okay.
Perfect.
I'll still go there, and I'll still talk to the trees because I can still do that, even though I never do it on stream.
Yeah, you talk to the trees.
Yeah.
You also hear
I'm letting them know.
You also hear that Elias is in there doing his little song that he does at night.
I'll try to harmonize.
Do you go to him and try to harmonize, or do you stay on the edge of the forest?
I'm harmonizing as I go to him.
Okay, so you're going deep into the forest.
Yeah.
All right.
No
Gets
performance check?
Not
distracted
keeping. Well, we'll
easily.
get to that. Just yeah. You as you get closer, you try to harmonize. Go ahead and roll a performance check. We'll see.
Thank you so much. Performance, I have a -1, and that's a 3.
Oof. It is. Even you know it's not great what you're doing.
But hey, can only talented people let their voice sing?
There's no law.
Exactly.
Yeah, you approach, and you hear his voice sort of stumble a little bit as he's clearly chuckling as you get closer, or just kind of crooning. And sure enough,
Hi.
all the animals are sort of gathered around him. Although a good chunk of them do run away when they hear you sort of screeching and approaching, but he doesn't seem to mind. You get there, he goes, Tether, welcome back.
Thanks. It felt like a week, but it was only 3 days.
Right. Well, it's been interesting here. My cohort has been training hard, in hopes of.
I saw the boat.
Yes. Well, our new tactics instructor used to be an admiral, so that's where a lot of her experience comes from. So.
We brought back a friend who I don't think wants to be a friend.
Okay. I mean.
Their
That's
name's
good.
Nimnath.
Nimnath. That's an interesting name.
His mom's a seal.
Oh. Selkie? Did you bring a Selkie back?
Sure.
Right. Interesting. I've never met one.
An ice silky.
I didn't know that existed.
Me neither.
Well, I've got a bit of an ice thing going on. Perhaps we could be friends.
Yeah, maybe you could find. I've been talking to him pretty much nonstop since we brought him here, and it doesn't seem to be working. So maybe you can find a road in there.
Absolutely. I'm always happy to make a new friend.
Thank
Especially
you. That would be a big
half
help.
seal. That's interesting.
I know, right? I'm supposed to be watching him. Oh.
Oh, maybe you should do that. You should probably get back to that. He'll be here tomorrow, right?
And the next day.
Well, you'll have to introduce me.
Okay, and I think the next day, and probably for the next couple days after that.
All right. Well, before he leaves, you'll have to make sure to introduce me to him.
Okay. I'll cast Long Strider on myself and run back.
Bye. You run back, and he is still sitting, looking at the woods. He has not moved. He does not wave to you.
Okay. So I'm just gonna sit on the edges of the woods and talk to the tree I'm leaning on, and say, and just gab, just gossip.
Tree loves it. Tree's gossiping right back.
Oh, those ferns are just doing too much.
Yeah, you spend the rest of your time gossiping to a tree with half an eye on Nimneth, but he doesn't move, he doesn't go anywhere. He's just sort of sitting, looking out at the woods.
Can I ask what type of forest this is?
You can ask. I can't promise I can give you an answer without checking a lot of notes, but you can ask.
Are we talking like a temperate forest, or are we talking like a deciduous?
It's not evergreen, I'll tell you that much.
It's not evergreen? Okay. So we're looking at oaks.
Sure. I think I have this written down somewhere, and I can get you a better answer when I scour through my notes. But I don't know off the top of my head.
Can you do me a favor and, for the YouTube, just, I'll ask the question again, and you just, open your mouth and you
I can't
put
do
it in
that
post.
for you, because I don't edit these.
Okay. I'm gonna let other people do things now.
Okay. Yeah, so you're going to bed?
Yeah, once it's
time's up.
around the time, I'll doggy paddle back. And I won't say anything to him because he doesn't want me to. And then I'll climb up into Septon's room to let him know.
Septon would probably try to find Tether when he wakes up or when he's done trancing or whatever.
Yeah, as you're getting up and about, you hear sounds on the side of the wall. As you look out your window, Tether is climbing up to your window.
I'll open the window.
Hi! I'll come in.
Just
Good morning.
dripping lake water all over your room.
Oh, well, okay.
He's in the middle of the lake.
This room's seen grosser. Septon lives here.
There's definitely mold in there.
His sheets are getting washed once a month at most. Alright. Where'd you say he was?
He's in the middle of the lake.
He's in the middle of the lake?
Yeah, on an ice thing.
Yeah, alright. I'll chill on the porch, keep an eye on him, practice some music quietly. So as not to wake up the whole house.
Company. Warning you now.
I'm just gonna sit there from a distance and keep an eye on him. I'm not gonna pay super close attention. I don't think he's gonna just run.
No, I got distracted for a bit and left him alone, and he didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what his deal is, but best.
Me neither.
I'm more worried that he's gonna kill us in the middle of the night or something.
Yeah.
That would be a big bummer.
Hey, it happens.
Yeah.
I tried impressing him with my classic manatee high dive. Didn't work.
He's gonna be a tough guy to get through to.
Yeah. I talked to Elias, and he's gonna try.
Yeah, Elias, maybe Karak.
Yeah.
I mean, they
I
both
think
got that
Elias might
I
be-
don't want to talk, I just want to fight thing going on.
I
so.
don't want to talk is something I don't say because I don't know that song.
Okay.
I think Elias is like less annoying than me, so maybe that will work.
It's not how I'd phrase it. Elias has perhaps better social graces.
Okay. I'm gonna sleep now.
It's some sleep time.
Okay.
Cool. You head off to your room.
Yeah. Something will just like chill on the porch quietly, practice some music, maybe send if he's got send like a message to fuck it, I don't remember her name. The girl he talks to sometimes.
Fuck off, dude. That's fucked.
Classic section.
It's been a whole week. How am I supposed to remember?
Holy shit, dude. Wow.
See, we're going back through notes here.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Fucking nope, that's Maeve. Nope, that's Daff. Nope, that's
Too many women in Septon's life.
Yeah, going through his little black book.
just got some problems going on. No, it's straight up not in these notes. It's in year 1 notes, which is a separate document.
Alright, well then I guess you won't send a message to her.
What the fuck? Septon knows her name. I just don't.
Does he?
Who else do we have here? No, that's not her. That's not her. That's definitely not her. Oh, you're gonna make me go find my year 1 notes?
Find them? What do you
That's
mean?
That's a computer ago. Who knows where they've gone?
You should get those. They might be important.
What do we got? We got God, I know it's in here. The other problem is, and this is gonna reveal what a fucking insane person I am. These aren't like documents. This is a .txt that all my notes are in. Like, it's not searchable, really.
Why do you do that?
I'd started once long ago and has never been fixed.
Should work on that. Either way, while Septon's trying to remember the name of this person.
No, Septon remembers. Peter forgets.
I'll believe it when I see it. While Septon is trying to remember the name of this person, LMAO.
Cynthia?
Hilaire. That was her last name.
Talaire is her last name, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, this says Alray, which is wrong.
Alray is correct, actually.
Alray's correct?
A-U-R-A-E, but you called her
Can't
Ray.
make fun of his names anymore.
R-E-Y.
Can't make fun of the names anymore.
Only out to a session.
You're all bastards.
Not forgetting the name. I'm not making fun of the name. I don't remember the name.
Ray is what she told you to
Ray.
call her. Yes.
That's right.
But before Septon can talk to Ray.
Oh, good.
Cool.
Okay. Never mind, talk to Ray. Fuck it.
No, what's gonna happen?
Before Septon talks to Ray, you feel a presence next to you on the shadowed porch, Septon. And you
Roll a perception check or just kind of...
You turn and look and you see Kerfley. Though not...
Hey, Kerfley.
Not the wizened old Kerfley that you're familiar with. The tall, elegant, refined Kerfley that you met on your first night here.
Oh my god. Been a while. What's up?
It has. The time is fast approaching, Septon. The Lustered Khan has been waiting for an opportunity such as this to reduce this empire to a crumbling heap of ashes. And your purpose is arriving.
Uh-huh.
It's almost time for you to pay back your debt by using the dark gift our master has given you. You and I will meet. We will train. You will learn to use your gift, and with it, you will make sure this war is the last one Zymor ever has.
What do you need? What do I need to do?
Were you not listening to me through that whole sentence?
No, that was just like super vague. Like right now,
We
what do I
will
need to do?
meet.
What are we?
You will train.
What are we doing?
I'm letting you know we're going to train.
This is a meeting that we're gonna have a meeting.
This is a meeting that you will be trained.
This could have been an email.
Thank
Oh,
you,
man.
Chelsea.
This guy's voice is Nathan Lane, and it's killing me.
Like, I didn't know you had a Nathan Lane.
I guess I do. I didn't know I didn't even Lane either.
You got it. You got it. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right.
Mo, I'm just
We're
picturing
gonna train
Mo.
like what kind of training? Like magic training?
You will-
Fighting training?
No,
I've been training
We're
for
train-
2 years at this school.
Well, first we'll train your listening, I think.
Oh,
Because
God.
I've already told you. Your dark gift. What our master has bestowed upon you. I will train you to
Categorize
control
that under
it.
magic for my answer. Control it.
Yes.
Interesting.
What
I
I
like
said
that.
the first time, Septon.
You were vague the first time. This is a lot more clear. Thank you.
I'll check the VOD, but I'm pretty sure I said train you to control your dark gift.
And then what? Who we taking out with it? Hmm?
The Empire.
It's not that powerful.
No, but a war is
I've learned
coming.
spells this week arguably more powerful than that whole dark gift.
A war is coming. And with your position as an important member of this empire, so graciously given to you by our Dark Master, you will make sure that the empire falls.
Okay, so he wants the empire to fall.
Yes, his ardent desire is to see this festering empire's downfall.
What? Zymor specifically? It was my understanding that he hated like this whole plane, but like his beef's actually just with Zymor? That seems so small.
His primary concern is the downfall of this empire. What comes next is not your concern. Your debt will be repaid.
All these interplanar threats having beef with the Zymor Empire. Weird.
Well, there's a common denominator, is there not?
Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense.
Well, we shall meet in the dead of night to train your gift.
Like right now?
No, we begin tomorrow.
You met me in the dead of night to tell me we're gonna meet in the dead of night.
You'll need to have care with your attitude moving forward, or you'll find me a much less gracious teacher.
Sorry. Kerfley? Do you prefer Kerfley?
That is my name.
I thought that was an alias.
No. Sometimes...
Actually,
Sometimes you don't need one. Who would suspect poor little old Kerfley?
yeah, no one would. Oh! Wait, okay. Destroy Zymor. Okay. I think we're good. I was just checking my notes in my head. I'll see you tomorrow night.
What the Lustered Khan saw in you, I will never know. As he sort of gets up and hunches over as you hear the bones cracking once again as he reforms his hobbled form. And makes his way out back towards the training field.
Alright, well, Septon is... He's not in the mood to practice music anymore. Nor contact Ray. So, I think
This
he'll probably
threw
just
off
take...
my flow.
Vibes are in
Vibes-
shambles! The vibe is in shambles. But Septon will just chill and relax. Make sure Ice Boy doesn't go anywhere.
Yep, he doesn't. He
The
sits. He looks in the forest for a while, but then after a while, he turns around and he sits and he looks at the campus. But he just stays on his little sheet of ice all night.
All right. Captain doesn't have anything else to do.
Cool. Yeah, and sure enough, morning comes not too long after that. Do you head back inside, or do you just like get to your day?
Like when it's morning?
Yeah.
I will do my could have sworn I had a breakfast thing I could do.
You have your fiddle. You have your fiddle of the feast.
That's part of what I'm looking for. The breakfast combo. Septon's breakfast combo. Where is it? Oh no, that's a short rest. Damn, never mind. Yeah, Septon. No, wait. Yeah.
Just make us regular breakfast, and we'll be like, "Oh, is this enhanced?" And you're like, "Yeah."
Septon's making Septon's using the chef feat to, within an hour of a long rest, cook 4 breakfasts. So
one of you
somebody's
doesn't get
got
it.
to share.
probably just
gotta
not
share.
Septon.
Yeah, fair enough.
Aw.
Not Septon, because you can use a bonus action to eat a treat to gain temporary hit points equal to your proficiency bonus. So if you ever need a little bit of health today, you got 8 hours to use those.
Oversleep
Good luck.
For an extra... I'm gonna oversleep for an extra 4 hours as I
Just don't go to class. Yeah.
half the night.
All right.
Okay, then I will take one of the breakfast things if Tyler's not there. And for those who grab a breakfast thing, I will play the fucking fiddle to give you fucking, I don't know, none of these are like necessary for today probably.
What food did you make?
Well, that's right, I have to pick what I made.
Breakfast, so I'd say probably savory makes the most sense.
Oh, you can make sweet breakfast. Come on. You can stay awake for a day without taking a level of exhaustion. That's right.
All right.
Except juiced everybody up one time. Yeah, we'll see if that's necessary.
Cool. Yeah, you can play that while people are eating. Although Una, when you wake up, please make a wisdom save for me. For your psychic ward to see if it stays.
Oh, right.
DC is 12.
Nat 20.
Cool. You keep your psychic ward, and the DC goes up for tomorrow.
Wow, this music goes so well with this role. They're excellent compliments of one another.
Every time you guys eat breakfast, Stefan is loudly playing the violin. Just like really loud.
First few days are fine, and now it's like, learn another piece of music.
Yeah, but it lets you stay up all night.
I don't want
No
the
one ever
Prince
has to
song. I want
Every time
the
this
Stoop
happens, I
song.
get so jittery.
We can just
question.
never sleep again, guys.
Does I know I haven't used Little Shadow that much, and I would like to change that. But find familiar. I haven't played with somebody with a familiar in a long time. Does it ever expire, or do I just like I've cast it once and then that's?
If Shadow gets killed, then you have to recast the spell.
But I don't have to take the spell consistently.
No.
If I don't take the spell this morning, it still counts from the last time I cast it.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. I'm just gonna have Little Shadow around.
Cool.
I think everybody here is cool with the whole ghost thing at this point. So.
Yeah.
And also a ghostly familiar,
Not crazy.
not as crazy as just a ghost hanging out. Sweet, cool. So you head on off to class. Your first class of the day is politics. Tether's not coming. What's new? You head on up to the tower, and I switched the music. You head on up to the tower. You head up to the lounge at the top of the tower, and you see standing there instead of Corel is Averith Relsinian. He does look a little bit worse for wear. His arm is in a sling right now. But as you walk in, he says, welcome. I apologize. I know I'm not your regular politics teacher, but there's a reason for that. Corel is away at the moment and asked me to give you these. and puts 2 letters down on the table. One addressed to the group, one addressed to Una. And I will share those with you.
Una snatches the one addressed to her and goes, "Oh, crazy!" Doesn't even try for a sleight of hand.
Grab it. But yeah, it's in your journal tab. You should see letter from Colrell. And if you guys can see letter to Una, don't read it unless you're Una. I think you shouldn't be able to, but I'm not sure if that works.
I don't
I
see
cannot
it.
see letter tuna.
Perfect.
I see letter to.
Oh, it's Colrell.
Yeah.
I've been spelling that
I've
with
been it the whole
I've been
time.
spelling that with a K since day one.
Oh, I just use an I instead of an E.
Gang,
Colrell.
gang, their names are in your journal. Like, I have the
No,
school system,
no.
it's all written there.
No.
I've never read a journal.
Since when?
I can't read.
Under the Bright Futures Initiative school systems, go to classes. All of your teachers' names are there. Anyway, if somebody wants to read that
Who
letter
wants
from
to read out
Colrell
loud?
out loud.
Oh, out loud.
Apologies, my dear. Let's do it like we would in class. Everybody
Popcorn
take a
reading?
sentence. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Letter to the group. Apologies, my dear students, for my absence.
You gotta say who you're sending it to.
Oh, accepted. You read the next line.
Popcorn.
After what we learned at the Ceiling Summit, I'm afraid my duties as your teacher must become secondary to my duties as your ally and the Jade Prince's enemy. Shandi?
We spoke briefly on the topic of mine and his shared name, and it got me wondering about the other members of our little pact. Una.
I'm taking a spell to seek out who remains from our fateful 7. There's 7. As well as gathering some information on our would-be 8th in case he holds the key to the prince's downfall. Back to you, Everett.
I've arranged for this cutie to take over for me while I'm gone. Oh.
We're reading
And I'm
this
sure
out
he will
loud,
do
and
it.
Averett's
I'm
like,
sure he will
does
do a
blush
phenomenal.
a little bit.
I'm sure he will do a phenomenal job. Averith, I think he's talking. Averith, I think he's talking about you.
Yeah, I think he is. Or they are.
Teenagers.
Oh. Do you want to read this next part because it concerns you?
It's your letter. I wouldn't.
Oh, okay. Well, we've come this far. Septon, take us home.
If I'm not back before the end of our field trip, Averith has agreed and was surprisingly enthusiastic, in fact, to chaperone. Yeah, Averith's one of the few people around here we like and trust.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
I'll be frank. The short list is Averith, Colrell, Chef.
Sheena goes in and out.
Chef and Sheena is out, as
And-
far as I'm concerned.
And Elitha.
Alright. Chandi, you finishing this?
I'll have more leads when I come home, and we can plan our moves then. Una?
Don't miss me too much, Colrell.
I hope we have until they come home. Who knows where the ticking clock is these days?
You've a ticking clock?
Oh.
Well, you're very busy. You're worldly people. So I hear. I won't press if you don't want me to.
Oh, we're just keeping track of, information about the fallout news from the Ceiling Summit, as that was where we just were,
Right. I heard a touch. I'm afraid I'm not entirely up to date.
Wait a minute. What's your magical specialty within the thing?
Sortilegium.
Sortilegium. Thank
well,
you.
We're not divided by specialties, but enchantment is what I mostly.
Right, you're enchantment. The other guy was teleport. We met the teleporter.
Oh,
And
you met
he
Lauren
owes us-
Haas.
Yeah, Laren Haas, and he owes me a favor.
Oh, he owes
That's
you
true.
a favor. Some other members of the Sortilegium would not be happy to hear that, but I'll keep it between us then, I suppose.
Well,
Yes, from what I've heard, you all get along very well.
you can also keep between us that he has a gambling problem.
No, that one I'm afraid is not between us. That is a very poorly kept secret of his.
That's gotta be a concern, right? That someone of his importance could be ratcheting up debts like that?
Yo, it's a huge concern. There have been a few petitions to remove him from our order, but that's not really how our order works.
So I should probably spend my favor sooner rather than later, just in case.
Well, Haas, despite his flaws, is quite a powerful wizard. He's quite competent. I don't think he'll. I mean, he's not going to get sent to the bottom of a river. You know, he's not. The noble folly won't get the better of him. But it would be wise to make good on it. I always say better to make good on favors quickly than let them rot. That's sort of what I prefer to do, at least.
Field
Do you have
trip.
any ideas? If his power is teleportation, then maybe I should think of something to do with teleportation.
He could get you anywhere in the multiverse. Most anywhere in the multiverse.
Wait, weren't you trying to do a teleportation tracker thing? Couldn't you just get him to do your homework?
Oh, right! No, the spell you're trying to make, he could absolutely help with that. There is no more knowledgeable person in this world, as far as I know, on the subject of teleportation. Be a phenomenal source of information for you.
That's interesting. So I should go back to that ancient wizard and maybe meet him and we can talk it over together. All right.
Perhaps he has just sort of been walking around my tower this weekend, so you're welcome to come see him whenever.
Have you talked with him at all?
He mostly mumbles to himself, and I'll be honest, I'm rather busy outside of my duties here, so not much, unfortunately.
Oh. All right. Well, fascinating.
It is his tower, after all, so I sort of let him have the run of the place, or it was, before.
Well, now that we're back, I think maybe it's best if we make use of him for his intended purpose, right? And let him get his affairs in order. So,
if you need me to get in contact with Haas for you, I'd be more than happy to do that.
Not just yet. I think let's save it for an opportune moment. But let's I'll come over at some point soon and chat with the fella whose name escapes me. Fuck.
Arganetti, I believe.
Arganetti. I'll chat with Arganetti and see if that's something he'd be interested in. I'm sure he'd like to meet another member of the Sortilegium.
Well, perhaps. I don't. Well, we didn't exist when he was alive, so I don't know how big our names really are in his mind. But I'm sure he would be interested to speak to Haas as well. Anyway, Una, I believe I heard you ask about the field trip.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Well, it is. It's on the calendar. You will be taking a trip to the Garrick Bastion. It is over in well, I suppose they call it Blight Valley these days, along the Hillthread Byway. It's the fortress city of Garrick Bastion, on the other side of the Drollstone Sierras. The intention of this field trip is for you to work with the local adventuring league for about a week. 2 weeks, actually. About 2 weeks, helping them out, doing odd jobs just to get some job experience under your belt in a less, strenuous environment than the one that you've experienced so far. Also, you have to get yourselves there by the 18th. So that's part of the field trip is making your way. Luckily, there's a road that goes directly there. Though I suppose you could choose to go through Rockshawn's Range and over the Durlstone Sierras if you'd prefer. Might be quicker, but it would certainly be a rougher trip. But either way, Colrell, or I suppose myself, if Colrell hasn't returned, will meet you there on the 18th of Vagelis in about 3 weeks. So, yes, that's the field trip. Pretty exciting, I think. I'm a big fan of the Garrick Bastion. There's such a wonderful sense of mortal defiance, I suppose, is what they go for there. Defiance in the joyful defiance in the face of the Grey Blight. It's a lively city, despite where it's set, and there's a good culture. I enjoy my time there, though it's not frequent.
What do we know about the Garrick Bastion?
You can make a history check, or unless you're just asking Averth.
Oh, I'm asking.
Right. Well, it's I mean, it's one of the major cities of Deniven, of the valleys here. It is effectively the last line of defense against the Grey Blight. It is they have a knightly order there, the Order of the Paling Flame, who beat back the Grey Blight. But the city is a large bustling city, and though they are in a place called Blight Valley, they make the most of it. There's all sorts of celebrations, festivals. It's a very lively place, despite its location.
Do we know anything about their leaders?
Who
runs it? How is it run?
It is, well, it's run it is part of the Zymor Empire, so it's run in a similar way. Technically, it is really, other than Doppenwit, it is really the only settlement in Blight Valley. So, in the way that Kelshar is, well, the Lord of Kelshar is sort of in charge of Traveler's Valley here. It is in charge of Blight Valley, and it has a lord, I believe. I'm not entirely sure who it is. I'll be honest with you, Zymorian politics aren't my specialty, despite where I stand right now. But yes, it's run in the same way that all major cities in the Empire are run, by a lord. That's about all I know. It has the Order of the Paling Flame there. They're in there. There's not a lot of Platinum Claw presence over there because there's really no, I mean, can't really cross the Festamir River and no one goes into the Grey Blight, so the Order really takes care of business over there in terms of military matters. But yes, that's Garrick Bastion.
And you said we're to make our own way there?
Yes, you'll need to be there by the 18th of...
And on average, how long does that travel take?
Yes, if you follow the main road, it should take you about 6-ish days. Little less than a week. I'm told that there is a path through the mountains that would take 4 days, but it is a little less, it's a little rougher, so to speak. It's entirely up to you. You could also, unfortunately, unlike most major cities, you can't. Though there are teleportation circles to Garrick Bastion, I do not advise attempting to teleport there because its proximity to the Durlstone Sierras will often cause sort of a missed target. I don't know how familiar you are with Durlstone, but it is really, it's probably Deniven's greatest export. A type of stone incredibly susceptible to enchantment. Just wonderfully susceptible to enchantment. And as such, a lot of magic tends to go right towards it. So if you try to teleport that close to it, then there is a higher than average chance of that not working in the way that you intend it to. So I don't recommend doing that, else you find yourself halfway across the known world. But you could if you'd like. It's up to you how you get there.
I mean, that could also be a great use for my favor, right? Like, I feel, I mean, obviously teleportation is tricky magic, but if we have the best teleporter in the multiverse on our side, maybe he dodges the Durlstone.
There's a road that's safe. As safe as any road.
Right.
Did I miss why we wouldn't want to do that one?
Takes a long time.
Oh, 6 days.
Are we in a rush?
True.
You have to be there by the 18th.
And today is, unless it's the 13th.
18th of next month. You have to be there. Today is the 26th of Celestius. You need to be there by the 18th of Vigelis.
I say we take the road.
You have about 3-ish weeks before you need to be there. So
Could be
I
a
say
great
we
bonding
leave-
experience.
Yeah, I say we leave maybe a day early just to be safe, and we take the road there. Like,
2 days early.
I mean,
Just in case.
Just in case we have to get
suppose.
through security and there's a long line.
Knowing us,
We're not
gonna
crossing
get
a
in
border,
trouble.
but yeah.
Knowing us, something's gonna happen. 2 days.
Fair
I want to
enough.
stop at the pretzel shop. Sorry.
We could. Oh, would it be faster?
Everett's going, I gotta pee again!
Would it be any faster if we set out from Kelshar? 'Cause that's not that. That's kind of negligibly
It's a
further.
negligible. It's an hours, and it's also
It's kind of a triangle, isn't it?
yes.
Yeah,
You could get right on the Hillthread Byway from here, so there's no real reason to go up to Kelshar and then circle back. But
Oh, is
actually
that the
add an
right
hour.
turn I pass on the way up to the up to
Yes.
Kelshar?
Yeah.
So we should be
I like-
aiming to leave on the 10th then.
Yeah, I mean, I assume we're not gonna get penalized for missing classes to go on our way
No,
to.
no, you certainly.
Okay,
won't.
then yeah, then we leave on the 10th. We take the smooth road. There's no weirdness goes on the road, other than the normal road weirdness.
Yes, Una.
Since this is politics class,
Yes.
are there any custom? Like, I know we're helping the adventuring guild,
Mhm.
but is there anything customary about reaching out to the leaders of certain cities? Should it like out of a courtesy? Is it better to a letter, a message? I don't really know the magic stuff, but
Right. Well, I suppose it depends on what culture you're attempting to reach out to. Do you mean here in Zymor? Do you mean Garrick Bastion specifically?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, if we want to really ingratiate ourselves there.
If you'd like to meet the leaders, that's not something that we arranged, but
No,
you could totally do that if you'd like. Well, Garrick Bastion, I believe, is so the lords of the Zymor Empire. There are the country lords and the city lords. Lords who live in the city, like your guardian Shandi. I believe, is a city lord of Zymor. They live
Yes.
in the city, though they do technically control some territory in Zymor somewhere, though most of their power is firmly located in the city. Those who control or those who are in charge of one of the major cities of Zymor, which is to say Avon's Landing, Kelanath, Amontarth, Ivastara, Returnick, Kamirna, Rukash, Sithis, Duel, Kelshar, and Garrick Bastion. Those are known as the country lords of Zymor, and they tend to do things their own way. They tend to do things that work better for their people, for the region that they particularly rule over. I know that the country lord of Amontarth, she's a delight, really. She appreciates culture. She appreciates art. She appreciates fine wine, good paintings. So that is how most are instructed to approach her. Whereas the country lord of Kelanath is also the current head of the Arcane Foundry, so he is much more strict, down to business. You set a meeting, you go to the meeting, you aren't late, stuff like that. I'm not familiar with the Lord of the Garrick Bastion personally, but I'm sure you could look into it. Their identity, I imagine, is public record.
Una's like halfway out of her seat, ready to run to the library with
Oh.
anyone with a decent insight
class-
check.
Class has we still do have class. I know I'm not
Sorry.
co-rail, but we do have
Sorry.
to do class.
She slides back in, but still
Don't worry,
a
Una,
foot,
don't worry,
still
Una,
a foot out.
you don't have to sleep tonight. You can just do research.
I would certainly recommend sleeping. But
No, we're
Una's
all cooked up
smiling bigger
magic.
than you've ever seen. A whole night of me and books.
As long as you listen to Septim's breakfast song, version sweet.
Listen to the breakfast song.
Is it like a Wiggles song, like fruit salad?
yeah, what's the
Well,
vibe of the song?
Salad is one of the things on the
Salad.
list, and you know that one is
Oh,
just
Straight up
Yummy,
fruit salad.
yummy.
it's just fruit salad. The Wiggles of of this world are
Septon
gonna
is the
sue
Wiggles
for.
of this world.
Septon is the Wiggles.
Septon could be a children's entertainer. I'd believe that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that the people of Garrick Bastion are hardy folk, mostly comprised of soldiers and adventurers. I don't know if that's true for the Lord of Garrick Bastion, but it sounds like you have plenty of time to find out. Anyway, we shall begin with politics then. Yes, he doesn't do that because he's got an arm and a sling. He just points. He does the... Yes, and he begins to talk to you about politics. It's a very different vibe than what Cora will generally teach you, as clearly politics isn't his forte, but he does know quite a bit about careful political maneuvering when you're a big high-level name in the world. So he has some interesting anecdotes and some interesting tips and tricks about that experience.
Could I ask a specific question?
Absolutely.
That may or may not be due to our current situation. So we made a political choice recently. Of some significance.
Interesting. Yes.
We chose not to kill our pal who's been around. I'm sure you've seen Nimneth.
Sorry. So hold, back up. Nimneth.
Yeah.
Nimneth, the banished son of the Queen of the Unseelie Fae. Yeah, is that one.
Is here.
He's out on the lake last we saw.
Yeah.
No, is anyone keeping an eye on him?
Well, hold on. You brought a prince of the Unseelie Court to Hagen?
Everett, could you do the eye in the sky, or is that too much to ask?
I could do it right now. I mean, it's a. Hey, it'd take a little bit out of me, but if we're not planning on getting any tips today, I think
I'm never planning on it. But...
Our recruitment elective. Sorry, I'm lying.
Yeah, no, that's not an elective that I'm aware of.
Don't end with "sorry, I'm lying."
I mean,
listen. We were negotiating with another high power who's got some irons in the fire.
We can say it. It's Averth. We can say it.
We trust Averth.
Right.
Alright, Averth, not to panic you, but war is coming. And we are doing our best to stop it.
What a sentence. Not to panic you, but war is coming. That's what you like to hear first thing in the morning.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, isn't war always coming?
You're not incorrect.
That is how history works.
Or another way to say it is war could come. We are doing our best to maybe stop it as a possibility.
Or maybe help it happen as we accidentally sort of played into someone's hands.
War is like Christmas. It's always coming except when it's here.
It's true.
Right.
So, okay. At the Ceiling Summit, a very powerful player had Nimneth and some others who were hired show up to cause some problems, to make Zymor extra angry at their neighbors who they're already not happy with. You see the ball is rolling. This powerful player keyed us into their plan and was like, hey, you're on my side, right? And we were like, yeah, well, sure, how about as a sign of good faith, you give us Nimneth. And so we got Nimneth out of there, out of their hands directly. And now we're chilling here. Chilling.
Right. Huh. Clever. Well, that's not, the best thing to hear first thing in the morning, but
I mean,
politics.
What would you do? We either could have just killed this person that
we could have just killed Nimneth. That's true.
We didn't know their crimes, if any, or we handed them in to people who.
That's definitely evil.
Yeah.
Like actively trying to start a war.
So it was murder. It was murder, unknown tortures / wars, or come with us and just kind of be sad.
I don't think you've made a poor choice if those are your options. I am surprised to have such a creature here with us. But I for one am always a fan of delegation. I think people work best together rather than alone. So if there's any way to get this Nimneth to help you with whatever you're attempting to do, it doesn't sound like they're terribly fond of whoever hired them in the first place.
They're not fond of us either.
Well,
Our calculation was just that, we're in our current geographical position. We're in between. We're in the thick of it, right? And our calculation was just that if we could find some allies, wherever we can find them, that might be a useful thing. And I think we thought, well, Nimneth might be grateful to us. He has not yet borne that out, but we're still hopeful.
Right.
In the immediate, though, do you have any advice, just based on your knowledge of Faye, for how we might go about opening him up a little bit to the idea of, if not putting roots down, because that's not what he does, at least, becoming more amenable to our friendship?
Well, I am no expert on the Fae, but I've been around and I've met a lot of people, and I know that generally you engage people in what they're interested in, and they're more likely to want to engage back with you.
He seems to want to fight Sean D pretty bad.
Yes, I don't know if we told Sean D, but he wants to duel you.
Yeah. I think I did get that feeling last time we spoke. Yes.
Yeah, he likes your sword work, I think.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Well, that is something. Nimneth in particular, I know that he likes. They called him the Wandering Prince for a time, which is why I imagine he's not terribly happy to be stuck here. Probably. Again, I am no political. I am not terribly politically savvy. I am not, by no means, an expert on the Fae. Is this something you want me to tell the Sortilegium about?
Oh, I'm not a mandatory reporter by any means. In fact, that's what I was gonna ask.
We are not that close knit a community. But another war, would not be good. 2 wars in the same country at the same time would be not what we want to see. Even if the Sortilegium as a whole has a policy of non-intervention, that doesn't mean all of its members do.
Remembers children.
Why don't we keep that one in our back pocket?
Right.
So to speak.
And of course, we don't want to tell you who we're dealing with here, as that could cause you some issues,
Well, I'm not bound by the laws of this empire, so I don't know. I don't answer to your emperor, if that's who you're talking about, but
sort of.
Your emperor is a member of my order, so that's not ideal, but
what if just hear me out here. What if we had some sort of a festival, or some sort of some games?
What? To what
well,
end? Oh, for Nimneth.
Well, but like that sort of that honored, not non-violent, but non-deadly, non-fatal martial combat. We have all of these training young fighters here, and we have someone who's, I'm sure, excellent in fighting, and maybe if the community came out and showed him a little bit of love for his ability, that might be a nice way for him to feel ingratiated to it.
I think the issue is that, like, one-on-one, I don't think any of us could really go toe-to-toe with Nimneth. It'd be pretty one-sided. To the point that I think he might be bored by it. Faye like it when you kind of kiss up a little, but if it's too obvious, and if we're all just, like, falling over as he attacks us, he might be like, this is dumb. I don't want to do this.
Well, we could try is, it's still one-on-one, but maybe I throw Shandi a little bit of haste under the table, and maybe you
That's
throw
a crime.
Shandi a little bit of.
Yes, I would.
Yeah, well, so is.
I would not recommend casting time magic here in Zymor.
It's
Okay,
very
well,
illegal.
all right,
Mind
well-
control magic, legal.
yes.
Time magic, illegal for some reason.
Okay, well
The Zymor Empire has their ways.
Then perhaps something akin to Stone Skin, or something like that. We give, we buff our man a little bit and see if it's a little bit more of a competition.
I mean, he already wants to fight Shandi. We might just be able to entertain him every once in a while by being like, hey, how about a little sparring match? We just have to make sure he gets that it's, like, non-lethal,
Right.
and he doesn't actually kill one of us.
It's rather
That'd be-
important, yes.
Sean D
That'd be-
dies again.
Oh my god.
Classic.
I just, as a political gesture, I feel that we should do something that, can help bring him into the fold a little bit, because I think we're gonna need friends pretty soon, and I think this is an opportunity to make a powerful one.
I mean, it can't hurt. On the subject of friends, Averth, say what you said a minute ago about the Emperor. He's a member of the Sortilegium.
Yes, he holds a card in the Sortilegium, as did his father, as did his father's father.
Is he like a ceremonial member, or is he like a magic user?
He is a magic user, but it is significantly more of a ceremonial position than any of the other cards. This
Okay.
country was the first to recognize the Sortilegium as it is now recognized, and because of that, those who were in charge at the time granted the Emperor, who was quite a formidable sorcerer, literally changed the landscape to how it is today through his magic, that card, and then it was passed down and passed down. Now we have someone who probably would not be your equal in a magical duel holding the card.
A little more powerful?
Less.
So, unrelated to this, speaking of friends, you said the Sortilegium, you don't always work together. You're a lot of different people, different ideas.
Yes.
But if you were to get a tip that your group had been compromised, would there be any effort to assist people in getting out of that compromised state? If a member of the Sortilegium was under the thumb of another powerful person.
So the Emperor is under some sort of control, is what you're telling me.
Right. Would there be any effort from within the Sortilegium to
Well, it depends
undo that?
It depends on who you
Wait,
tell.
you're the enchantment guy.
I'm one of the enchantment.
The guy.
There's not.
You're the guy for this.
There isn't one member of the Sortilegium per school of magic. I was not enlisted because of my enchantment abilities. I
That'd be
was
so
enlisted
classic,
for my spellcrafting abilities.
See. Okay.
There's a far superior enchantress to me in the Sortilegium, though she is rarely seen outside of the opera houses of Salos.
I'm very curious what Salos is like. I keep hearing about it, and it gets weirder every time.
It is a strange place.
Again, with Septon having no concept of what the cultures of this world are like.
It is a strange place. You should visit someday.
If perhaps a member of your Sortilegium
You can be straight with me, Septon. I know who you're referring to, given the context clues.
was under an enchantment, would it be of interest to the Sortilegium to free him of that?
It would be of
So
interest to
as-
certain members of the Sortilegium, certainly, but to act in seeming defiance or directly against the Emperor is not something that the Sortilegium would probably take lightly.
Right. Okay. I mean, what if you could tell? What if one of you is like, let me check in on the Emperor.
I'm sure
and you
we could, but
hit him with a little detect magic, and you're like, wait a minute, he's being enchanted, and then you're like, oh, well, we gotta do something now,
yes,
right?
Casting spells in the presence of one of the rulers of the 5 nations of this continent isn't a great idea. Generally, I see where you're coming from, and if I were in charge of the Sortilegium, this would be a non-issue. Fortunately, I am not in charge of the Sortilegium. This wouldn't be the only thing that would have stopped by now, but thank you for letting me know. I know people in my organization and outside who could do something about that. Would help to know who was influencing the Emperor. If that's information you have.
Do we know if this is a safe place to discuss all this, or like...
In the sense of scrying?
Una! Tell him who it is, quietly.
Wait, can you hear me?
Not that quietly, there you go.
Yeah.
That was weird. Sure, I'll just say Jade Prince in Avert's head.
You try to say it in his head, but doesn't make it.
Can you, like, turn your thing off?
Oh, you're attempting to... I'm afraid that won't work. I apologize. It's not really
So wait, I
something
can't even,
can
like...
turn on and off.
I can't even, like, cast Sending to you? If I needed to?
You could.
Would you hear it?
It's a different It's a different sort of thing.
Ah.
The magics aren't quite the same. Though I don't entirely know what your power is, Una. It does seem to be a different sort of situation.
Cool.
You could write it down?
You want to meet me on the ethereal plane? No, you can't do that.
I certainly could do that, but...
Somebody writes it down, and we
burn it.
Right after.
We give it a... Okay. Paper. We're in a classroom.
There's plenty of paper.
Septon just writes down... Septon writes down the Jade Prince, and then... would also probably write down... the Chancellor. Like, his title. Because I don't know if everyone knows him as the Jade Prince. Septon will just hold that up.
Right. Well,
Is there a fireplace in here?
He holds out his hand.
Who's got a cantrip?
Now, Una can...
I can too!
Oh, if you want to. I was going to do it, but you're more than welcome. All right. And he torches the thing. Right. Well, that is good to know.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah.
Once he saw... Oh, my sheet. Insight. Let's go. I'm going to add my Cybolstered Knack.
Cool.
To this. Meh. So 17.
Yeah, I mean, clearly he knows who this is. He doesn't seem crazy surprised that this is the name he was given, but there's certainly a moment of, like, right.
Okay.
Well,
and of course, our other trusted professor is aware of this.
Your other trusted...
We talked about this at the beginning of class.
Yes. Apologies, there's a lot to... yes.
It is a lot of names.
They have a
to
connection.
remember.
There's something. They're connected in some way.
Yes, I don't think that's necessarily our info to
Yay!
share.
No,
but...
I'm not asking, but I would assume they would know if that was involved. Well, then I suppose their absence makes a bit more sense now. Good to know. Good to know. I'll see who I can talk to.
Be safe.
Thank you as well. I mean, I'll be here. I'm gonna keep teaching your class. Although I do have to take a few days off in the next couple of weeks here. Some sort of Lygian business that I have to go away for a bit, but I will be around. So, yes. But yes, no, class is now over. Thank you for attending and good luck. Thank you for all of this information. It certainly changed the timbre of my day, but that is all right. That's what I'm here for. So.
Thanks. I'll come over sometime soon.
Yes.
Are you just around? Or...
If I'm not, Argonetti will be. So.
Okay. See you later.
Yes. Best of luck. And then he looks out the window and he goes, "Where's that that Fae of yours is just wandering?"
Yeah, just whenever you feel cold, he'll be nearby.
All night,
That's terrifying.
all night he was chilling out on the lake, just sitting on a piece of ice.
Then I think, well, I'll take the other exit. And he snaps his fingers and disappears.
Why is everybody so worried about this Fae? He's not like, I get it, unseelie Fae, bad group, but he's not just like bloodthirsty. He's not just going around killing people. To our knowledge. Come to think of it, we didn't really see him outside the time he tried to kill us, so maybe he is.
We should stick the freshman on him.
No, they will get murdered.
I mean,
except maybe Karak.
I just want to not like attack him, but just talk to him.
He would love to duel Karak.
Yeah.
Unironically, I think him and Karak would vibe.
Oh, they'd have like a battle of the angst.
Edgy battle.
Oh my gosh, they just stare at each other.
Uno, what's it like to be the third edgiest person on campus now?
Feels pretty good. I was the nerd at school. I don't know how I got the edgy title when I came here. But I guess it was out of the 5 of us. And a 6th. Who really couldn't take... I don't know. I think I'm tied with Shandi, maybe.
What the hell happened to Tim, by the way?
He's on a study. Mrs. Lee told you that. He's with a trusted friend of the program doing an independent study.
You know, I was thinking about with Nimneth and like how he doesn't want to be tied down. I was thinking about Turn.
Do you think
And
they'd
then
get
the room
along?
gets sad for a second. I think on principle they would. But I think Nimneth might kill him after talking to him for 2 seconds.
Fair enough.
Cool. All right, you are free to go. Not only are you free to go from this class, you have. I mean,
we're done with session. We're free to go.
Library.
See you guys.
you have until, if you're intending on leaving on the 10th, you said. Yeah, so you have you have 2 full weeks of classes before then, so you can do whatever you want. We can hold off on any time skip stuff because I know you want to go to the library. But while you're going to the library, Tether, you wake up. Hongshu nap time over.
Hongshu nap time over. Full long rest for me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I will be right back.
Did you Hongshu or did you honk me?
That's a good question. That's an important
I think
question.
she's a honk you.
Or did you honk and just spores come out?
You got the big
I think Tether
the nose bubble
needs
like
a CPAC machine. Yeah. Exactly. I feel like her spores get a lot denser.
Ooh, they kind of settle like pollen.
Yeah. It's like a morning dew constantly. You would have to like brush out your clothes every morning when we lived together.
Aww.
Cool. So, what am I looking at here? Yeah, you want to do anything, Tether, or no?
I mean, Heather's just gonna have a lazy morning. Play with Auna, you know. Her
Yeah,
classic
how's
stuff.
Awuna doing?
Una is barely trained.
Heather is training her.
Heather spent all of her time doing other things this summer, so Una is barely trained and is getting pretty big now.
I know, she's so cute.
Yeah, the guy that you have guarding her certainly has some wounds on him.
Train her. If you're not gonna go to class, train her.
What do you think I'm doing right now?
Make an animal handling check.
Animal handling check? Can I guide myself?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's a D4. As if... 21.
Yeah, so the guy is like, good luck in there. Then you go in and you just have a nice little play with Una, who's just all licks and sort of glorping all over you and playing and having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get bit at all.
Of course not. She would never.
She would never.
She would never. I'm one of those dog owners that like anyone else, like when I'm taking the dog on a walk illegally without a leash, all the other people like run away.
That's exactly the situation. Una does not realize that she hurts people really badly when she bites them, because she has not been trained otherwise. So she just...
Scary dog privilege.
Yeah. But she doesn't bite you. Loves you. Licks you.
Yay.
Cool. All right. Una, you were researching in the library. What are you researching?
I'm trying to find. I wrote it down. Lord Brillness, steady hand.
Cool. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
My sheet is here. Is that really all I add to my investigation? Poops. Gotta be better than that. Oh, unless I nat 20.
There you go, nat 20. Sure enough, you find mention of. You see that name, in not like a census, but in like a Zymorian family. You recognize the book. It's one that Sean D used on his sort of heritage report way
Nice.
back at the beginning of school.
Oh, whoa.
And it's got a bunch of different noble lines in Zymor, dating back to the beginning of Zymor. You find that name. That name belongs to the adoptive daughter of the former Lord of Garrick Bastion, Lord Edmure Gwilyn.
What?
Edmure Gwilyn.
Edmure.
Who was the Lord of Garrick Bastion for a number of years, did not sire any children, was never married, but did adopt 2 children. Brillness Steady Hand and Yardic Sturdy Shield. And on his death raised
Yardic or Yurdic?
Yardic.
Not Yurdic. Sorry.
Alright. Okay.
There's been a section of names, gang.
In my defense, that was all me.
Y-A-R-D-I-K.
Wait, in my defense.
Y-A-R-D-I-K.
All your.
That was a softball right there, just waiting to be smacked.
Yeah, they were both raised to the status of lord.
Yardic
upon
what shield? Something
Sturdy shield.
Sturdy shield. I remembered that. Okay. I'm sorry, please continue. Remember, I nat 20'd. More information.
They were both raised to the status of lord on their adoptive father's death, and they together run Garrick Bastion currently. Sturdy Shield is also the Knight Commander of the Order of the Paling Flame. and is the one that acts as a representative to the capital whenever that is required, whereas his adoptive sister remains in Garrick Bastion and is somewhat of a recluse, apparently. That's like the only thing. Like, you roll a natural 20, you scour this library. You are sure that is the only thing you could have found on them in this place. Garrick Bastion is not a place that is crazy heavily documented outside of Garrick Bastion. It's basically, oh yeah, no, they fight the Grey Blight. Yeah, whatever. That's how most of the country views Garrick Bastion. And these two in particular are not commonly seen outside of Garrick Bastion, though it does say that Yardik Sturdy Shield is an orc, like a full-blood orc.
Okay.
Which causes some stir when he goes to the capital, but he's...
What was Edmure? Does it mention?
Human.
Interesting. Okay, cool. So, did it mention anything about? Are there like the hand of the Lord, assistants, anyone else to formerly reach out to?
No, this particular thing isn't like a mailing address. It's like a bloodline lineage record. But as you look around for just like Garrick Bastion stuff in particular, you know that let me pull this up here. You know that the seat of power in Garrick Bastion is called the Pale Keep. It is where the Order of the Paling Flame and the eponymous Paling Flame itself are housed, and that is where the siblings rule from. Most of the command structure of Garrick Bastion, it's a lot more militaristic than most noble houses, just because of the nature of the fortress city. So really, you go through the Order of the Paling Flame to get to those in charge, effectively.
Okay. All right.
Yep. Cool. Is anybody else wanting to do anything today?
I think Everett will take his time to go to Argonetti.
Cool. Yeah, you head on over to the old tower. And sure enough, as you enter in, you see that Argonetti has sort of like, he's not like repaired the ruined tower down below Averth's magic room, but he's certainly like reset up tables and like some chairs and stuff, and has made it look a little nicer in there. As he approaches, goes, my young friend Everett, how are you?
Well, I'm doing just fine. We had a nice little trip. Definitely got a little dicey there for a little bit, but made new friends, sort of.
Oh, nice.
And came back, so
Phenomenal.
Not so bad. How have you been?
Oh, and I've just been getting the place in order a bit in your absence.
I see that. I know that we had talked briefly about your sort of purpose and what you felt that you might be hoping to achieve with this little bit of extra time that you have. And
yes.
And I was thinking that I actually met someone who might be able to assist us in this regard.
Oh, phenomenal! Yes.
I met one of the most experienced teleportation wizards in the world, actually, and beat him at a game of, well, let's be honest, chance. And now he says that he'd like to help me with something should I ever need it. So I think that this might be an excellent use of that favor.
Well, it looks as though luck is on our side. Ha!
Yes. That being said, I think I'll have to contact him, but you know, we're gonna be here for another couple weeks before we have to ship off again. And would you want to do that soon?
Do what? Do what?
Have him come and you could chat with him, and we could all kind of work together on coming up with a solution to this sort of teleportation tracker.
Well, young master, my time seems to be in your hands, and I don't really have anything else to do. So I'm happy to do it soon. I'm happy to do it when it works for you.
Great. Why don't we do that soon? Because we're gonna have to go on another mission, and I think I'd like you to come along.
Oh, I'd love to attend. To lend my magical stylings to your crusades.
Wonderful, and hopefully some of your experience too. I know that you're in addition to magic, you're quite learned in other ways, and I'm sure that'll come in handy for us. So, great. Well, I'm gonna talk to Aver, who is, I'm sure I imagine your roommates now. But I'm gonna talk to Aver and see if he can bring Laren Haas, who's the wizard, out to figure this all out together.
Very well. Yes. Bye. That is very much appreciated, young Everett.
Great. Well, I also have been delving into some new magic lately. And I learned a spell that I'm excited about. It's called Legend Lore.
Oh, Legend Lore. The lore of legends. I'm not familiar with this spell.
I know that your memory of, is this true? Is his memory of his time alive is sort of like, sort of some circumstantial, or is it like he
knows what he knew. Yeah.
He knows what he knew. Okay, cool. If you name if the thing you name isn't of legendary importance, you gain no information. That's interesting. Okay.
That's very,
that is
wishy-washy.
That's pretty
I
subjective.
think that's only of mythic importance, actually, not quite legendary.
Yeah, actually, I realized when I was going through my the Mage of Lorehold, and I was like, oh wait, I just get Legend Lore at this level, like the level that I took it. So I just got to take other spells. Nice. But yeah, so I have that. But I don't know if it'll be any use to us yet. But between yourself and this spell, hopefully we can unearth a few secrets on our way.
I do so love to unearth secrets.
All right. I'll leave you to it then. This is looking nice. Let me know if you need anything.
I will do, and you the same, young Master Nelson.
All right. Bye.
So long.
I leave, and I'm all good for the day.
Cool. All right. If anybody else wants to do anything today, let me know. If not, we'll go time skip mode. Cool. All right. Let me remember how the time skip works. Cool.
And I do remember how it works, but when you remind yourself, could you say that aloud?
Yeah. So everybody gets it's 2 weeks. You're getting 2 weeks of these. You can either focus up, multitask, or take the wheel. Take the wheel is go do something else. So I figure you're not doing that, considering your interest in the field trip. But we'll go one by one, and you get to pick which one you want to do. So why don't we, because you were just talking, Michael, would you like to multitask or focus up? Or you can take the wheel, I guess, if you want to just say, no, we're going to go do something else.
Yeah, I'm gonna make everyone, drop
3
everything.
more parties.
5 more parties. The next 7 sessions will be parties. No, I pulled up the document right now. I'm just
Yeah, it is in there.
Yeah, I'm pinned. So I'm just reading what. Oh well, I'm not gonna do extra credit.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess what class are you focusing on is the first thing.
Oh yeah. I forgot that's still.
You can do any of your class. It's linked in there. Any of your class or your electives, which is monster studies and handicrafts, apparently.
Oh, okay. How about, you know what? Since I am in monster studies, I'm gonna focus in monster studies because I'm gonna be taking this week to focus up and really train Ouna.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Okay, 1 second. I will change that for you here. Okay, you're taking a point in monster studies. That's not your focus up. That's just a thing you automatically get. Now you get to decide if you want to multitask or focus up. So you have 2 weeks. You can yeah, that's just everybody gets those. So you get 2 points in monster studies, but then you can spend your extra time multitasking, which is you pick 2 of these, or you can focus up, which is you pick 1 of these in the focus up category.
Yeah, I'm reading them now. Sorry, I'm taking a while.
No, you're good. You can take extra credit. You can work overtime.
I don't have any projects. I don't think. Let me read.
If you scroll over, it'll tell you.
Yeah, I'm scrolling.
No, you don't currently have a project. Start a project.
I'm starting a project.
What is
I'm
your
working
project?
on a task, focusing up, starting on a project.
Okay.
To train Ouna.
All right, train Ouna.
Bad idea.
It's a better idea than not training her. I'll tell you that much.
Get rid.
Everett and I'm gonna old yeller Ouna.
So yeah.
More kisses for me.
Train Ouna. So training Ouna, I think, is going to. She's already she's a little old, so this is going to be a difficult. You're teaching an old dog new tricks at this point.
How long do?
Well, she's past the puppy phase, is what I mean. Like, she's an adult mud wolf at this point.
Okay, I was about to say, does she have such a short lifespan?
Technically,
I'm not ready to cry.
she's functionally immortal. Like, she dies when she stops existing, when she gets killed. But she is like an adult elemental at this point.
Yeah, but if you think about it, she does love me.
She does. But it's still going to be harder to teach this old dog new tricks. I'm going to say this is going to take 6. 6. So you start it, and then you spend your second week doing it, and you get 1 point of progress. Cool. That's how you spend your time. We'll go next to Una. What would you like to do?
You gain 1d4 plus proficiency bonus points of progress?
No, you have to start the project, which is a focus up, which is a multitask thing. You can't focus up and start or finish the project.
But it's 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
so you start it
1 week,
and then you work on it for 1 week. Because you have to do multitask here, because you can't start up a project as a focus up.
Oh, so start or work on a task.
When you focus up, you can't start a new one or
I
finish
see.
one
I'm
that
reading.
exists. Yeah.
Start or work on a task.
Yeah.
You get 1 point of progress no matter what, and then cool.
Yeah. So you start it, then you get a point of progress, and that's how your 2 weeks are spent. And then in the future, you can then focus up and get 1d4 plus proficiency bonus points of progress.
Okay, cool. Can I also say I bought an agate within these 2 weeks?
Yeah, you absolutely. If people want to go shopping too, we can do that. There's new items in all the stores and whatever, but we can do that after once we do these things. But you can certainly
do some shopping.
You can certainly get take off 1,000 gold and say that you bought an agate.
Okay, cool.
All right,
Thank you.
Una, now you. What classes are you focusing on for these 2 weeks?
Politics.
All right, we'll give you 2 points in politics. And what are you doing? Are you multitasking or are you focusing up?
I don't know. So here's what I want to do.
Cool. Yeah, we can find what
I
works.
just want to spend time working on like an introductory letter to the Garrick Bastion.
Cool.
Bonus points if I could use, because I guess they're forgery tools. But if I could use something in my knowledge of thieves can't end forgery tools to make a very basic standard like hello, on behalf of the bright futures, blah blah blah, like ChatGPT.
Okay.
But somehow give an illusion to my bloodline to get Brynless? Brillness? What's her name? Brillness. To get Lord Steadyhand's attention.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna say that is probably a project, but it's not a difficult project. So I'll say within these 2 weeks, that is certainly something you can start and finish, I guess.
Do I know how long it takes snail mail to get?
Sending it. Usually snail mail is sent by way of teleportation, but you imagine that the Garrick Bastion you can't do that for on account of the whole teleporting to it thing. So you imagine probably about 6 days it would take.
Okay. Well then.
So
I'll try to get it done as fast as possible.
So you'll have to do that in 1 week then.
Great.
Cool. This doesn't really fit anything, so I'm just gonna have you go ahead and roll a charisma check for me, and I'll give I'll give you a D4 bonus because you have knowledge of those tools and stuff.
Okay. Great. Get that Riz. Let's go. 14.
Okay, 14. You write a letter, and you send it. And you think it was pretty good.
Okay. Also in there written like a kind of very, if possible, we're there for a week. Would love to make your acquaintance in some way, if it's not too much.
Cool. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe in the border there's black and white stuff. Or wax seal it black and white.
Cool. Like how like obvious are you making the Yeah. Or I guess how obvious do you intend to make it?
Obvious enough that like trying to use what I've learned in politics class, that it would get escalated to the lords, or the one lord that I want to get the attention of.
Cool.
And not just be sent to the Order of the Paling Flame and be like, okay, cool, some kids are showing up.
Cool. All right. Sounds good. With 14, you send that off. Love it.
Cool.
Cool. That does leave you with 1 more week of downtime activity for a multitask, because you did that in a week. You could do some extra credit. You could work overtime at your job.
You could help train a dog.
You could
I'll help train the dog.
All right.
I'll help train the dog.
We'll put another point of progress in the dog training. You do take some wounds. I mean, they're not gonna last because you're gonna.
That's all right.
But you get bit a lot. Where Tether does not. You also, after the end of 2 weeks, get 30 gold for working.
Tether, if you notice anything, Una's kind of like, usually Una gets pretty down on herself in battles when she gets hit or misses something.
Yeah.
Whenever she kind of fails with a Wuna, it's not that she gets happy, but it's a bit of relief. Like it's something else to worry about.
Yeah, I'm doing that. It's the same thing here. It's very much, ooh, this is nice. Nothing else is happening. Aren't we having fun, these two friends, with nothing else going on?
All right.
Let me see if Una even notices that. 10 or higher, I notice.
Okay.
All right.
Is it
Straight
insight?
roll.
Or are you adding?
Just rolling.
Just rolling. Cool. I'll keep that to myself.
All right, Septon. What classes are you focusing these 2 weeks?
Absolutely politics, given our current situation.
All
Might
right.
be very political.
2 points in politics. And what are you doing? You focusing up or you multitasking?
Oh, we're multitasking.
All right.
Week 1. Something's gonna take it easy.
All right.
Gonna take it easy week 1. Gonna hang out with Yannick, catch up with Venna. It's been a while.
Sure has.
Just
Cool.
just chill out. Take it easy.
Yep.
Hang out with the freshmen,
Yep. They're happy to see you. Yeah. Cool. You take a point of inspiration and gain 5 temporary hit points that last until they're used, or you get other types of temp HP. Cool. That's your first week. What are you doing with your second week?
Second week, while working at the bar, we're gonna use that good old word of mouth, and I'm gonna listen up. I want to know what's the word coming from the Bastion direction.
Okay, sounds good.
What's the news? What's the news coming in from the east from Garrick Bastion?
All right.
And I gotta roll a perception check, I believe it is.
Yeah, I don't remember. Let me double check what it says on your character sheet.
I got the feature right here. While spending at least an action downtime, public establishment, attempt to gain information on a topic, make a perception check, and consult the table. Right. Perception, normal. That's a natural one.
All right, no one is talking about what you want to hear about. Either that, or you're too busy to notice.
That's a damn shame.
You will hear something else though, but hold off on that.
Oh,
I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay.
Cool. All right, those are your 2 weeks. We will move to Shandi. Shandi, what classes would you like to focus on? Keep in mind, you can also focus on your electives during this.
Okay, I am going to focus on politics, though.
That's fine. 2 weeks of politics?
Yep.
Great. And then, would you like to focus up or multitask?
I am going to... I get 1 point in my project if I multitask, right? Just regardless?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to multitask then. Because I'm only 1 point away from finishing it.
Oh, yeah, you are.
So yeah, one of those is just going to be to finish my project.
Cool.
Finally finish building that sword I've been working on for a year IRL.
That is true. Damn. All right. Cool.
And then my other multitask. So how responsible for travel are we? And if very responsible, could I start like working on charting a wagon, making sure everything is prepared for 2 weeks' time?
Yeah, sure. You can spend a week doing that. As a custom
Okay.
thing.
Yeah.
Sure. Absolutely. You can make sure that is all set up, and you will be given funding to do that. But you can make sure that you aren't just walking.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. And you, yes, you finished. That's the first thing you do. The second thing you do is finish up your project. So you and Evelyn managed to finally, at long last, build the sword of your dreams. That I don't remember what it is.
I have it pulled up.
Perfect.
I don't know if this was your final description. This is a message from May 16th, 2022. Trick sword. After you miss an attack with this weapon, you may use a bonus action to re-roll the attack roll on the same target. The blade extends at the click of a button, surprising them.
Yes. I think long term it was that, but then you need to take a bonus action to reset the blade.
Okay.
Before you can use it again. And I'll make an item for that for you. Not right now, but
yeah,
that's what it is. What does it look like? What does this weapon look like?
I guess it's like, the way I'm thinking of it is like a shorter rapier, but it has like an elbow joint at the tip almost. So, like when I lunge with it, if I miss, there's a switch I can click in the handle that swings the elbow joint out and extends the blade like to twice its length.
Nice. That's sick. Evelyn is very much, as you make it, Evelyn is very much like, can't say I've ever built something like this before, but this is interesting. You'll have to tell me how it works.
Well, I will. Hopefully it, increases my hit rate a bit.
And, I guess that's it then. You're not going to be coming around anymore.
I suppose I don't have to, but...
Well, my daughter is kind of useless, in terms of an assistant. If you wanted... I know we're not working on your project anymore, but if you wanted to come work for me, you've been a pretty good assistant so far, and I'd be willing to pay you.
That arrangement sounds fine for me. I do enjoy the work. It keeps my mind off things. Gives me an objective to work on.
Well then, good. Consider yourself hired.
Wonderful.
Alright, and now you are employed. 15 gold pieces per week. And I'll do some math on how much extra you get, but I think for now I'm just going to say 15 extra if you focus down. She doesn't make a ton of money.
Okay.
She doesn't make a ton of money, but yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you are now employed, and you have your sword. Cool. All right, and that will take us to Everett. What classes are you focusing on?
Spellcraft.
All right.
Gotta be.
2 weeks in Spellcraft. And what are you... Are you focusing up, or are you multitasking?
I'm gonna focus up on sword club. No, I'm joking. I'm going to start a project to create this spell.
You have already started that project, actually.
Great. Then I'm going to continue that project.
Cool.
And I have 1 out of 5, 2 out of 8, and 0 out of 1. Now, am I so far away from completing this that getting the guy with the star card to come in and just like speed run it isn't going to be able to even achieve it, or no?
I would push your D4 up to a D12 because he is the most knowledgeable guy in the world about this kind of thing. So if you call in your favor from Laren Haas, instead of rolling a D4 plus proficiency, you roll a D12 plus proficiency.
I did tell Argonetti we were going to do it before. However, I am a little worried that I want him there to complete it, right? So like I feel like if we don't, because I would have to roll a 4 plus 6 is 10 plus 1 is 11 minus 3 is 8. I have to roll an 8. Yeah, well, I guess I could just put 1 week in it, and then the second week I can see if I can bring him in and do it. Let's try it right now. Right.
Okay, cool. So if you put 1 week into it, you get 1 point of progress. You can't put 1 week in and then also focus up.
Oh, I see.
Do you know what I mean? Like if you're focusing up, you're focusing up.
Okay, I'll just focus up.
Cool.
But I won't call in the star card guy.
All right, go ahead and roll a D4 plus your proficiency bonus.
D4 plus proficiency. 2 plus 3 is 5.
All right, cool. So you finish the first phase, and you make some progress on the second phase. Theory-wise, you're pretty sure you know what direction you're going right now. But the problem is you don't really know how to build the spell very well yet, so that's what you're starting to work on and doing some experiments with Argonetti on.
Cool. Could I say that I've accumulated the arcane materials necessary to kind of...
You've accumulated the theory necessary. You've worked out what is probably the direction of the formula that you're trying to build. What you're doing right now is experimenting with materials to see what works to make that formula real.
Cool. Sounds good. Great.
Cool. All right. Sounds good. And that, I believe...
And that accounts for both weeks.
Yes, that's both weeks.
Okay, cool.
Cool. So you all spend your weeks there. Few other interesting things do happen during the week. During those weeks, Averith is running politics that whole time, and again, it's sort of an interesting politics class because he's clearly not a savvy political maneuverer, but he does have experience as a really big name in the world, and how to maneuver some situations. Nimnath will spend close to all of his time on a frozen patch of ice out in the middle of the lake. When the students go up into town, when you guys go up into town, sometimes he'll ask to tag along, but he doesn't say anything or do anything when he's up there. He just watches. He also seems to consciously keep his distance from people, which is good because being too close to him is so cold it's painful. He is not sociable, and he does not make any effort to make friends. Septon, you're trying to figure out news from the Garrick Bastion region, but you don't hear anything at all, or nobody's talking about it, or if they are, you didn't hear it. You even get Runia to try to listen into it, but she's too nervous to leave the kitchen when she doesn't have to.
She ain't dropping no eaves.
No. But the two of you do hear a weird rumor from a particularly sauced patron during probably the last night, the Friday before you leave. You hear this rumor. Guy says he's from Javen. And he witnessed something absolutely insane before leaving the Gedhurst Mountains for good. He says that he was traveling back down to Javen from a brief stint up at Twinpool when he saw the Levin Rock circling above, which is a rare sight but not unheard of. People know about the Levin Rock above the Gedhurst Mountains. The weird thing, though, was while he was taking cover, a massive arm of magma reached up from the mountaintops and struck the birds down. He didn't stick around to find out what happened, but he could have sworn that he saw a few cloaked figures fly down after it. And he promised he would never go back into those damn mountains again. Most people don't believe him. Some people do.
Okay, a lot of those words were made up.
They're not made
so
up. They're on a map.
I'm gonna need you to run through those again.
They're on a map.
When you said a rock, you mean the bird.
The Levin Rock.
The Levin Rock. It's a specific
which
rock.
is not something Septim knows about, but people.
No, but when I heard Levin Rock, I pictured a levitating rock.
Well, I guess it kind of was, but no, the Levin Rock.
Okay. And then he saw some hooded figures. Hooded figures jump down from the Levin Rock?
Well, no, the Levin Rock got knocked out of the sky by a big magma arm.
Oh, he saw some hooded figures go at it.
Yeah. He thinks he did, but he didn't stick around to find out.
Okay.
He's clearly, like, telling a big tale. He's loving the attention when he's saying all this stuff, so you can't be sure how much is embellished, but that is a thing.
Got it.
And you all notice, anytime you go into town, that, in fact, even when you don't, because they're marching down the road past you guys right now, all of the Platinum Claw that had been amassing in Kelshar are headed south. And they're being replaced by the Kite Sworn. The new guard force has moved in at this point, and it has certainly changed the tone of Kelshar. Kelshar is pretty used to having like a few Platinum Claw soldiers around, and that's it. But now there's like a full-on guard force, and the vibes are different. The vibes are certainly different. Yeah.
What kind of sort of order are they keeping? Are they just doing the same laws? Is it a more strict law?
The laws haven't changed, but they're being enforced now. So people used to be like, and it's, it's always awkward when people have deals worked out with each other. So like somebody will come up and like grab a fruit from a stand and then walk away. A guard will come up and try to arrest them, and the fruit guy's like, no, that's my brother. It's fine. He's allowed to do that. A lot of stuff like that you see going on.
God, I know this is a weird sidebar, but have you guys ever seen someone do that in real life? It's so bizarre.
Try to arrest someone?
No. Like, I was with someone once, and we went to actually a fruit stand, ironically.
Look at that.
And I went up and paid for mine, and then she turned to the person and was like, I'm just taking mine, and the person was like, yeah, it's cool. And I was so thrown off, and it wasn't explained to me until hours later that they were cousins.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's...
The fruit cousin.
Yeah. It's stuff like that. There's certainly more, like, legitimate arrests as well, but a lot of it is just, like, this weird, uncomfortable, like, a bunch of new cops just showed up, and they don't really know how things work around here, so things are tense. Yeah. If anybody wants to shop, you can. If you want to, there's all the shops you know about. There's Gregor and Granda's, Oligarch Alchemy. You can go to Favelar's Emporium if you want, and then Tether and Una are welcome at Dragon's Imports if you want to check out what Dragon's got.
The only thing I want I can't afford, so.
Cool.
Everyone would like to seek out some new robes, or potentially another helpful magical item with his cash.
Hello?
You can... Hey, Michael. Hello.
Oh, I was like unmuted and I wasn't being heard for some reason. And I had to like refresh everything. Sorry.
You're
for
good.
interrupting.
Yeah, I mean, Everett, you can check out Gregor. If you go to the tab that has you guys in it, you go down to shops in Kelshar, I think you should be able to pull open Gregor.
Oh, great.
Granda's.
Very cool. Awesome.
I was trying to ask as you were describing the new soldiers in town, blah blah blah. Does my family have anything to say about it? Or
They're not happy.
Yeah.
they are not happy about that.
Do
at
they
all.
have anything in the works?
To get rid of them? No. I mean,
Or just a circumvention or like a...
Well, no, everybody just kind of has to work harder now.
Okay.
Crime was kind of free in Kelshar, especially the kind of crime that your family does, where it's mostly petty theft. Now
some murder on the side, but
yeah,
like don't worry
there's certainly
about it.
some murder. Whatever you get commissioned to do. But now it's a lot harder. The streets are being patrolled through the night, so you can't just kind of walk home after a job anymore. Yeah, they're not happy. They're really not happy about it, especially after their curse breaker just quit out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That certainly doesn't make things easier, because these guys, they're not as kitted out with Magitech as the Platinum Claw are, but they certainly have some, and it'd be really nice to have a curse breaker.
No, I wanted to pursue that, but you know, too many things are happening. Things go by the wayside.
Cool. This shop is very cool. Do I just click buy if I want something?
Yeah, if you have the gold for it, I think that should work. Let me know if it doesn't.
Cool. Are there any sorry, like stores that I could, because what I'm interested in is I don't have a great AC, and I know that there might be some sort of robes with magical warding powers and abjuration and things like that out there, and I was wondering if anyone in town might have something.
You can always
We got
check,
the Baldur's Gate disease.
You can always check Favelar's Emporium. But you didn't have a great time there last time.
Favelar seems to only sell things on this list, but I can. There's just all right. Sorry, I can only sell things to Favelar. I don't see a buy list on Favelar.
No, because he's just DNG items.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll just buy a couple things, and that'll be that.
Cool. Well, let me know what you are buying, just in case it doesn't work.
Cool. I'm gonna buy definitely a couple potions of healing. I'm gonna buy 2 of those. Buy. Hey, there they are. Look at that. And I'm gonna buy.
Did it subtract your gold?
Yes, it did.
Perfect. Then the module is working as intended.
That's great. I'm gonna buy a couple potions of greater, or at least 1 potion of greater healing too, just to have. No, I don't have enough money for anything else on this list. So I'm instead gonna buy some things from the Oligarch Academy, if that's okay. Potion of Hill Giant Strength. Oh my god. Potion of Hill Giant Strength. Oh my god. That's crazy.
He's juicing.
Everyone's going big mode.
Yo, I got enough for Potion of Storm Giant Strength. Guys, is anyone here with me?
If only we had a single strength-based character in the party.
It would be so crazy.
We did.
What do you mean? We have a fighter.
We did have a strength-based character in the party.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't know who it is.
A stranger, if you will.
Who?
Stranger's pretty good. That took me a minute to get there, Peter, but that was solid.
Have you never heard that before?
No. Well, it works.
I thought he and I made that joke.
He might have. Fucking, what, 3 years ago? Like, I don't remember.
Fair enough. No, a week ago.
You're right, a week ago. 1 week ago.
This could come in handy, and I'm gonna buy a potion from Oligarchs. I'm not gonna tell any of you what it is.
It is gonna
Except
show
for
up
Blake.
in the chat, though.
Great. Okay. Well, now you know.
The potion of no days off.
All right, your 2
Cool.
weeks.
Oh, I was also gonna buy
Oh,
something.
yeah,
I was
go.
just gonna buy the boots from Gregor and Grandis.
Cool. Yeah, you can just hit buy on that, and
Yeah.
it sounds like it'll work.
Yep.
I want that symbol of storms, but I ain't got the money for it, so I'll
How much
hope
money
it's
do you
there
need?
next time. No, Tether,
much
you're
money
not
do you
giving
need?
me. You're not giving me the money, Tether.
How much money?
Uh,
Can someone tell me how much money
Something
this
is-
thing is?
Something
can
is
look.
refusing the money from Tether.
Where which I'm looking at each one.
Gregor
Is it Favel?
Gronda.
Gregor's.
Don't buy it for me, Tether. I would be very cross with you if you did that.
How much is it? Wayfarer's Blade?
That's not what he said.
I
That's not what I
know,
said.
I know. Wait, where is it? I can't see it. Symbol of Storms. There it is.
I'd be very cross if you bought that for me, Tether. I do not need you to buy me
I don't
anything.
have 3,000 gold. But what I
Good.
do have. On one of the
No.
days I don't go to class.
Oh, yeah.
Heather.
Oh, I guess Septon would have 2 more weeks of pay, wouldn't he?
Oh yeah, you get 30 gold.
Hell yeah, still not enough.
On one of the days that we don't have class, Tether would go into Septon's room and put.
Oh, fuck, I forgot to do something. Do this, but
What?
then we'll backtrack.
What is it? All the shit Septon's supposed to be doing at night for
No.
the past 2 weeks?
Well, no, but you are doing that.
We're not gonna RP it. That just happened.
Not after what you did last time I tried to RP with you. You lost
Wait, so
privileges.
things are just happening to my character that I have no control over?
You're just training. You're just
I'm here-
training.
Training in what way?
You're just training. Don't worry about it. What do you want to do, Tether?
No, wait.
Michael talked first. Tether go.
She's gonna sneakily put 600 gold in Septon's bag.
He's gonna know when you do that.
She's sneaky.
Well, he's gonna know he has 600 more gold out of nowhere.
It's fine.
Oh, it's just
Alright.
magical.
It's fine. Yeah, no.
Oh, I really wanted to
Septon-
awaken 2 trees,
It's
but
the
oh well.
Tooth Fairy.
Septon finds the 600 gold and knows it's from Tether, but also knows that Tether's not great at math, and he
Roll for
still can't afford the drum because Tether's not great at math. So he puts Tether's 600 aside and he
Wait,
chills.
did you say how much money you had? I missed that
No.
part, so I just thought.
No, I did not. I
Yeah,
thought you looked
so-
at my character sheet.
Oh no, I would. Why would I do that?
I don't know. Can we look at each other's character sheets? Actually, I've never tried that.
No, you
Oh,
can't.
oh no, you can't. I can see some stuff on Tethers actually. I can see a lot of stuff on Una's. Yeah, some of us have backgrounds written on our character sheets and others of us don't. God, Turn has so much.
What?
This is a fucking essay.
Don't read that. Don't read that.
Did you find Turn's backstory?
Don't read that.
Yeah,
You shouldn't be able to see that.
Oh,
it's like
saved
2
it
pages
now, or I'm
long.
reading it.
He's from Phyrexia, I
Get
see.
rid of it. Get rid of it. Close that for real though. Close that.
Close. It's close. It's close. No, I can look at. There's some things on everybody's character. Heather's got some stuff,
You shouldn't.
Like what?
You shouldn't be able. To...
and Una just has the background info from like the PHP. Now I don't see Turn at all.
Good. Stop snooping. You should be able to see that.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a note that I have 600 of Tether's gold.
Tether, remove 600 gold from your character sheet.
I already did.
Perfect. All right, Septon, we're backtracking.
Where are we going?
We're going back to that first day before the time skip. When you go to bed,
All right.
you do notice that there is something sitting on your bed.
600 gold from Tether.
It is not that. It is a book.
All right, what is it? A book.
Thin and unassuming tome, though it's clear that age has not been kind to it. The title is slightly engraved into the leather casing, so it can still be read at a squint. It says, "A Traveler's Sketches." A red ribbon is wedged into the book, serving as a bookmark. The pages of this book are worn and difficult to make out, but it seems each page once held a sketch and a name. Most pages have been worn blank, though there are a few that are somewhat distinguished. The bookmark page has a title that has clearly been enhanced recently with darker ink. A small message in Elvish is written in the bottom corner as well. The message reads, "Blind obedience is not the only path forward." And the title of the page is Siltael's Embrace. And I'm going to send that in the chat so you know what it says. So you know how to spell it. For your copious
Is that
notes.
the Discord chat?
Nope.
Okay.
The sketch is too faded to really make out, but if you squint hard enough, you swear you can see a dragon. And in terms of training, you and Curfley do meet every night, and he just beats the shit out of you. That's all training is for now.
Oh, okay.
He tells
Is
you.
he like a? What's his fighting like?
He uses magic. He uses shadowy magic. Not
Okay.
too dissimilar to Una's, actually.
Okay. And I assume I'm trying to fight back?
No, he's just like he's strengthening your body by breaking it down. Is his reasoning.
Oh. So I'm just supposed to stand there and get
take
this shit kicked out of me?
Pretty much, yeah. That's how your nights have been spent recently.
What did that book say on that page? You said it was blind obedience.
Is not the only way forward.
Only way forward, and there's a picture of a dragon.
You're not sure. You think it looks kind of like a dragon, but it is so faded with time that it's really impossible to make out.
Okay. And it says Siltael's Embrace. Alright. Sounds good. If I had known that
Yeah, I know.
for these weeks.
That's my bad. I apologize.
That's fine.
I forgot to do that. All right. Well, your 2 weeks pass, and you find yourself on the 10th, getting ready to go.
Can Tether roll an insight check to see if Septon has bought the thing?
Yeah, sure. Roll a perception.
An insight
too.
check.
I mean,
Yeah.
you don't
A perception
see,
check.
You don't see a symbol on his person without rolling a check.
I don't. Yeah, he doesn't have it.
But you can roll an insight check, I guess, to see if he knows about the extra gold and has bought stuff.
26.
I guess with 26, he definitely knows.
I suppose I should counter with a
yeah,
deception check.
If you're
perhaps?
trying to keep it secret that you know that Tether gave you a bunch of gold, then yeah, make a deception check.
I would say he just isn't reacting either way.
All right.
And just has it stored separately.
Then with a 26, Tether, you know he knows about the gold.
Man, okay.
And he does not.
Can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Can you take this 400 gold and put it in Septon's bag without him noticing?
Okay. I'll try.
I'll guide you.
Thanks.
Right, make a stealth check against Septon's passive perception.
My passive perception, I think, is 9. No, wait. Jack of all trades. Ooh, does Jack of all trades apply to passive?
I don't know, what's the text on Jack of all trades?
The text is that it applies to all ability checks.
You're not making a check, so no.
No, I'm not making a check, so it would just be 9. Is my passive perception.
Alright, Una beat a 9 with guidance.
Does a 29 pass?
Just barely. Yeah, you sneak 400 gold into Septon's bag, and you don't notice it.
So here's my question. I don't notice it being snuck in. But surely the next time I look in my bag
For the
and
weight?
count my gold,
You will realize that you have
I would
400
be
more.
aware that this is not the amount I had last time.
That is true, yes.
Okay.
But for now, You're just carrying a little bit of extra gold, so you can add that to the Tether's gold you
Just a
set
little.
aside. If you'd
No,
like.
they're separate. They're separate. It's my gold, 60 of Tether's gold separately,
600.
and then 400 gold I don't know is in my pocket.
Not 60, 600.
600.
600, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, do I have enough?
Well,
No, okay, I don't have any more platinum.
cool. So you have two options. You can take the road, or you can take the route through the mountains. Shandi has arranged for a cart. and a
Shandi
horse.
rolls up in a carriage. Clip, clop, clip, clop,
Shandi's
clip,
got
clop.
2 horses and a carriage.
Get in, losers. All right.
Oh,
Or I guess you guys have to decide who you want to be: a guide,
The fucking
scout,
road.
hunter, lookout, or caravaneer.
Can
That's
we
the first
decide
thing.
in 1 second while I run out and get my laptop's charger because I forgot?
Yes, you
to
can.
grab it?
Also, Tommy, I think this is your first
That's
journey
fine.
with us, so we do these a little bit differently. There's a whole system.
before we do that, could
Yeah.
I? I mean, maybe since we haven't. Yeah. Is there a chance that any time during this week could I during the past 2 weeks could I have cast legend lore on the mountains that we'd be traveling through just
Yeah.
to see if I can learn anything?
You absolutely
Cool.
can.
Great, I would like to
the
have done that.
The Durlstone Sierras are Rakshan's range is the small wood. It's like wooded hills before the mountain range. It is named after a famous archer who lived here way back in the Age of Sunrise, actually, who kept a forest free of the Iluith. He protected all of his fellow. It is unclear what race he was, but he protected all of his fellow inhabitants of that forest from the Iluith. Yeah, that's the legend of Rakshan's range, Rakshan the Ranger. And the Durlstone Sierras aren't particularly legendary, but they are. That's where Durlstone. They're made of Durlstone, which is a hyper enchantable stone that gets exported quite frequently because it's a hyper enchantable stone. So that's in high regard. But those are the only legends about either of those places.
Not that I am against safety, but the 2 places that we could pass through to speed up our journey seem rather interesting, and also it would mean that we would likely be stopping, if I'm not incorrect, at Doppinwit, which I suppose could be instructive just about enchanting and magical items, since that's something I'm interested in. That's not incorrect, right? We would probably hit Doppinwit on the way.
Probably, yeah.
Didn't Averth say that teleportation gets funky near here because of those mountains?
Not just teleportation, but all magic.
Yeah. My concern is if we run into trouble, it would affect magic users.
Oh, I'm
in
sure.
unpredictable ways.
Well, very predictable ways. It's targeting. Magic doesn't go where you want it to go when Durlstone is involved because of sort of the almost magnetic pull of the stone.
Meaning, it makes it hard to hit things if things attack us.
It makes it hard to decide where your spell's gonna go. You
my
want a fireball to
concern.
go over there? Maybe.
With this... Okay. So the fire will make it move. I was about to say, I was like, if I cast something that doesn't have like a attack roll, and it's just like
Let me tell you,
still
since you
be-
cast Legend Lore on this, I know this isn't exactly how Legend Lore works. Well, this isn't... I'm going to give you the rules behind how this works. While casting spells in the Durlstone Sierras, there's a strong chance for spell mistargeting. When casting a spell with a target other than self in a range wider than touch, you have a certain percent chance of hitting the correct target based off of your caster level. If the spell mistargets, you get to roll a d6, and it targets whatever you roll on that table.
Wow.
So if you're really good at casting, it's easier to hit in the Durlstone Sierras. If you're not so good at casting, it's very hard to hit in the Durlstone Sierras.
So I'm not going to have terrible time, but some of us. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you're level 9 out of 20. So if 20 is 100% chance of success, is what I'll tell you.
Okay.
So it's almost 50-50. Just under.
That's not quite how Legend Lore works, but since you spent a high-level spell slot over the week, I'll let you know that's sort of how it works in the Journal Stone series when it comes to casting spells.
I'm not saying we have to. I'm just saying, if we're in the spirit of education, this might be a very educating experience. Plus, we would have the benefit of there's some truly legendary figures who lived and worked in Rakshan's range, and maybe it'd be worth, seeing if they want to help us.
I see where you're coming from, but given, the weekend we had 2 weeks ago, I'd rather we play it safe just to start on this journey.
What if the 2 weeks ahead of us go well? On our way back, we see if we could ask the program to extend our stay a bit, so we could take some time in the mountains.
We probably wouldn't even have to ask them to extend our stay, because it's technically shorter to cut through, so we could just cut through on the way back when we don't have to worry about time constraints.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Cool.
Come on, little shadow.
Before you make your final decision, I remembered, so you don't have to. You guys are grimly determined from your last journey. That's what I said probably 2 years ago, the last time you took a journey. So
we are what?
You are grimly determined. Your destination roll last time gave you a benefit to your next journey, which so happens to be literal years later. So you get to pick one of the following. You can take a +1 on your initial embarkation roll to see how good your start is. You can each gain 1 point of inspiration that expires at the end of the journey. Or you can reduce the number of encounters or days the journey takes by 1d2.
Oh.
So that's the first choice of the day.
I feel like the embarkation roll is probably because we've already given ourselves 2 days of wiggle room.
I mean, for my money, that inspiration is pretty tasty, but...
I don't.
I also had nothing to do with that journey, so I guess I shouldn't have a vote. Yeah.
No, you can still. I don't have a strong preference, because there's just benefits to all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are all good.
There's no bad choice here.
I don't know, maybe just the embarkation roll?
Which one was the embarkation roll?
Embarkation roll is the first roll made that determines if your start is good or bad, which determines a lot of things along the rest of your journey.
Be nice to have a good start.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, you're gonna take a +1 on the embarkation roll.
Start.
And Tommy, just to let you know how this works, you're each gonna pick a role. There's the guide, which chooses the path and guides people. The scout, who sort of leads the group. The hunter, who hunts. The lookout, who keeps watch. And the caravaneer, who talks to people. Everybody gets to pick a role. And then things happen along the journey. And depending on who has what role, makes rolls. The way this works is, in order to simulate the strain of a journey, this entire experience is treated as though you go without a long rest. You do not suffer levels of exhaustion unless otherwise specified by the events. And any magical items that recharge on long rests will still do so day to day, but other resources such as HP, class abilities, and spell slots do not recharge until the journey ends unless otherwise specified in the events. You can choose to take short rests between events, but you only have a certain amount of hit dice, as per a normal long rest. The route that you've taken will take you 6 days. And yeah, so we need to pick roles. Who wants to be what?
If no one has an objection, I would like to be the caravaneer.
I think
perfectly plausible.
I think I was lookout last time, and I can reprise that role.
Cool.
Are these written anywhere?
I can post them for you.
Cool. I'm just having trouble.
Brain want
Right.
written language.
Yeah, no, all good.
Yeah.
All good. I think there's a doc somewhere floating around, but I don't remember where I linked it. So Septon's going Caravaneer, Shandi's going Lookout?
I think so, yeah. I think that's what I did last time.
Cool.
Is this in the journal or is this in the?
No, I just put I put them in the chat.
Oh, okay, cool.
What's the difference between guide and scout again? I'm sorry.
Guide sort of chooses the path, the overarching journey, and Scout is like minute to minute looking ahead.
I'll be scout.
Cool.
That feels
Isn't
like
Guide more survival based though.
Guide is more survival based. That is
Oh,
true.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I was always guide on the
I
last
think you
ones.
were
Yeah,
you were
yeah.
the last time you were Guide.
Yeah, I'll guide.
Okay. So that leaves the Scout and the Hunter.
I don't think I'm gonna be good at either of those things. I'm gonna level with you here.
Well, I know I'd be better at Scout, or I'd be best used in Scout if you don't mind taking Hunter.
Everett
But
the Hunter.
Well, Everett,
But
if you'd like to take Lookout, I could hunt for the party instead.
I also don't think I'm that good at look at. I don't think I'm literally good at anything here except moderately Caravaneer, but not as good as Septon.
How's
I
your
don't suppose you can
investigation?
cast create food.
Investigation is pretty good. I mean, it's +5, so I could.
Lookout.
Yeah.
I think is probably a better one for you than.
Hey, I'll take Hunter then.
Sure, sounds good.
Cool. All right, Guide, Ms. Guide. I need you to roll a d12, add your proficiency bonus and half your wisdom modifier, and then subtract 1. I know that's a complicated formula. Don't blame me. Blame the Lord of the Rings D&D 5e supplement.
Yeah, could you say that again?
Yes, I can. You're gonna roll a d12.
Roll a d12.
Yes. Add your proficiency bonus and half of your wisdom modifier.
Rounded,
Down.
so 2.
And then subtract 1 from the final answer of all that.
Curse you,
And
Lord of
our
the Rings
proficiency is
D&D 5e
4?
supplement.
It's just to make the math work.
4, 5, 6. So, d12 plus 5.
Cool. D12 plus 5.
Can I guide myself?
No,
Okay.
you
it's
got
not a
it.
D20 check.
16.
Nice.
Well, that's wild. What'd you fucking roll? 11? All right,
I rolled
well,
a 11.
Yeah, I mean, that's higher than you're allowed to roll, so we're gonna give you 12 from Auspicious Beginnings. The group set out on a path that will likely show you wonders long since forgotten or into dangers that most would quail at the thought of. But the auspices are good, and should the group be true, they will surely prevail. All results on the journey events table will be modified by +1, and all initial rolls when you get to these encounters will be made with advantage. So whenever I'm like, guide, make a whatever check, you get advantage for the whole trip.
Wow.
So that was a good
Good job.
Nice.
Thank you, guys.
Gorgeous.
All,
You're gorgeous.
all right. You set off. You begin your trip into along the Hillthread Byway, up over the Durlstone Sierras and to Garrick Bastion. So, I need someone. I believe the scout.
Septon,
The scout.
play us
Oh, yeah.
traveling song.
You got a traveling song,
You
something?
gotta play us a traveling song. Come on, road
I
trip.
have a trap. Did I do
Have you
this last
never been
time?
have you never been on a road trip?
I'm the DJ. Oh gosh, I got
And Septon the Ox.
Yeah, Septon's got the ox. That's not great. Okay, well no, Septon used to travel with
yeah.
a band of traveling performers as a child. Septon will play a song that they would play when they would travel.
Nice.
Give
What's
us
the
a
vibe?
genre. What's
Yeah.
the genre? Yeah, or vibe.
Oh, I mean, it's a Feywild song played by traveling performers. It's an upbeat song designed to catch the attention of those you're traveling past, so they may stop and ask for a performance, or they may become businessmen. So it's rather. We're not traveling stealthily, I'll tell you that much.
Oh.
Not with Septon playing this song. He's got the windows down and the bass up. In his 2004 Toyota Corolla.
Oh,
All All
But
right.
it's a classic.
What a
It's-
specific vibe.
You know exactly who I'm talking. You can see that person in your head.
I see that person every day.
I thought you lived alone.
No, not that person.
Um,
Meaning like when driving.
Um,
It's always the person that zooms in front of you only to like be neck and neck at the next red light.
yeah.
And you're like,
what was the point, man?
"Oh,
Cool.
your
Yeah.
music sucks."
You set on out. The sun is shining. You're into fall at this point, but it is a nice warm day. Sun is shining as you head on out. I would like the scout to roll a d12 plus 1 for me.
D12 plus 1. Does that mean I also... So this is an advantage now?
No, this is just to
No?
determine what the event is. Like once we're in an event, you get advantage.
Got it. 11.
All right, 11. Good start. No way. All right, cool. So, no, don't worry about it. So, the first couple of days, go by pretty uneventfully. You're making your trek along. You pass some people. They're nice along the road. Some people are like, oh, you probably want to take a detour. There's a fallen tree over here, and you're like, oh, thanks. Things are going well. Things are going nice and simple. But the second night, as you're setting up camp, you feel a slight rumble beneath your feet. The lookout. I would like the lookout to make a perception check at advantage.
Perception check.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. All right.
You've got it.
That's a 9. That's a 5. 9.
9 is...
I told you, I'm not going to be good at any of this.
He doesn't travel well. A 9. Okay. Yeah, it's nothing. It's probably nothing.
Just our hungry tummies.
Yep, just your hungry tummies.
I needed to be said, I was planning on being like, ooh, we should bring our new friend on this journey since he likes to travel, and then I didn't at
Shit.
the right time.
Oh yeah.
Oh
You kinda
shit!
left that
Yeah,
guy.
he could just leave while we're gone.
We're real bad at
Did you
this.
did you want to have brought him? That's allowed.
I mean, I
You
said I was
know.
bringing Argonetti, so Argonetti's here. but-
Argonetti is here. Yes,
Who's Argonetti?
his statue.
Oh, sorry.
He's a little crumbly, but
Oh,
he's nice.
yeah.
The secret life of Arnetti.
Did you
In red-
want to bring Nimneth or no? Because he'll come if you tell him to.
I would have asked
okay.
him if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
I
his
think we
his
make it.
response would have been immediately, "You're in charge. You hold the bars to my cage."
No,
'Cause he's a
it
shithead.
would be my response. Would be no. We're offering you to come on a trip with us. When you come, then we'll come back here.
Are
Get to
you-
go see a bit of the world, then we come home.
Are you telling me to come, or are you not telling me to come?
All I'm telling you is that we're leaving for here at this time, at this day, and if you show up, you can come with us. If you don't, you can hang here.
All right, he doesn't show up.
Cool. Honestly, for the best. I wouldn't want to deal with that. I want to be with my friends.
And nights will be so cold in that wagon with him.
That
I know,
actually
right?
would be that would be brutal. You'd be constantly taking cold damage in the wagon with him. Anyway, yeah, it's nothing. Everett, you don't notice anything as everybody continues to set up camp.
That's because nothing's happening.
You
so
do
it's
not
a big
notice
deal.
anything until it's too late.
Until TPK.
As
TPK.
the earth bursts up from beneath you all. A massive explosion of earth out from under you. As
It's Awuna, the Earth Elemental.
it is not.
Here to
As a massive gelatinous beetle explodes up from beneath the ground. Everybody make a dex save for me. This is not an
Oh,
advantage.
gross.
I don't know why I took Peter's voice as the DM, and I was like, oh, really? Great.
Peter makes the rules now.
Saving throw?
Placid.
Dex save.
Placid 20.
17.
Okay.
23.
13.
Okay.
Natural 1.
All right, Everett and Shandi fail. Everett and Shandi take 40 points of acid damage. The rest of you take 20 points of acid damage. As you are covered in deep acid damage.
Oh wait, would evasion help?
Yes, it would. It would. So you take 10, Una.
I take nothing.
Oh yeah, you
If I
take nothing.
succeed, right?
You're correct. You take Una. You take nothing. Septon and Tether, you take 20. Everett and Shandi, you take 40 points of acid.
Oh,
I told you I wasn't gonna be good at this.
Elements?
No. You don't have a time for a reaction. No.
Okay.
Because we're not in turn order. As the beetle explodes
20.
upwards and out of the ground, you're covered with this green ooze and knocked aside. Riding atop this gelatinous beetle is a human woman with wild brown hair, dressed in impressive mithril plate mail under a dark hooded cloak. She is dual-wielding great swords and has one lodged into the back of this creature and is cackling with glee. Another figure tumbles out of the ground, out from the ground somewhat gracefully, and lands on the ground not too far away from where you all were just displaced. He's a drow in a similar black cloak, carrying a series of tattered flags on his back. You notice that the cloaks that these two are wearing are adorned with sleek silver talismans of a dragon's claw over a sunrise. The drow turns to you, notices you, and says, "Apologies for the..." Hold on. You're Pell and Mel's friends. Fate works in funny ways.
Friends?
Well, that's what they say. Are you... And before he can continue a sentence, the woman will scream from atop the creature, which is rapidly flying upwards and away. Deramas, don't get left behind! And he goes, yes, well, another time then. Pulling one of the flags off his back, which is a heavily patched brown one with cross sabers on it. And you notice the front end is sharpened. He takes aim, turns to you, winks, throws it after the beetle. It strikes home, and he disappears, appearing, holding it up on the beetle as it flies away into the distance.
Ow!
How's everyone doing?
Are Pell and Mel going around telling people they're our friends?
I wanted to kill them.
We should have.
Thank you. Next time I say we should kill someone, are you guys gonna say yes?
I mean, there's circumstances we have to, but a soft yes, sure.
Yeah, it depends on who it is.
Yeah, like if you get mind controlled by somebody, right? And you're saying kill Septon, but you're being mind controlled.
Right, we don't want to do
you're
that.
being mind controlled, right? Like let's just say hypothetically.
If we were attacked by like
that kind of rule wouldn't apply, so we can't do
but
a
if
hard
like we're
pass.
dealing with someone and I'm like, hey guys, let's just kill them. And your guys are gonna be like, okay, yeah, totally.
Can I give you a solid 95% yes?
That entirely depends on who it is.
Like I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's not always black and white. I don't actually maybe she does. Una and Ben's
There we go.
dabbing.
So that was out of nowhere. What a very serious wrong place, wrong time. Am I right, guys? Do you guys want to take a little break?
Shandi is wiping beetle ooze off of him with like a leaf or something.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
Have we met those guys before?
No. But you have seen that. You've seen that talisman before.
It's Platinum Claw.
No, it isn't.
No.
No,
Helen and Mel were wearing it when we last saw them.
It's Platinum is Silver Claw. Platinum Claw.
It's their new master or something?
Yeah. And dragon.
Yeah.
Dragon claws.
Dragon Clawsy.
That guy who had died. I don't know. We should have killed them. I remember when we're talking to them and I was like, we should kill them, and everyone was like, Tether, no.
I don't feel very good. Ever looks
take a
really
break?
bad.
Guys want to take an hour? Wash
I mean,
off.
wasn't it? Well, I'm sorry. I don't know why I pictured this at nighttime.
It was.
Is this
You
the
were-
end of the?
You were lying down to rest at the end of the second day, but you don't
Okay.
long rest. You could choose to take a short rest right now.
That's what I was implying.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We don't
Yeah.
long rest during this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a dragon claw over a sunset or holding a sun?
over a sunrise.
Sunrise.
Sunrise, sunset.
I guess it's hard to tell, but it's a sunrise.
Do they have little motion
Yeah,
lines
there's arrows
that make it look
that
like
are
it's
like
going
making it
up?
go
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
It just says sunrise in parentheses.
It's actually a GIF.
It's a GIF?
No, it's a hippo with a gun.
It's a GIF. Yeah.
It's a GIF. Are those canon here?
Yeah.
Nice.
Should we roll
If
hit
you'd like to take a short rest, you're welcome to take a
Please.
short rest.
die? Okay.
No.
I mean,
But
some
keep-
of us took 40. Damn.
Yep.
I feel like that's a prudent time to do it.
But keep in mind you only have one set of hit die for the whole journey.
Yep.
I know, but some people took
No,
40
I mean,
damage.
yeah, I'm not saying this is a bad time to do it. I'm just reminding you of
Okay.
the rules here.
I'm so
no.
doomed. I'm so doomed. I'm so
What
doomed.
are you, how's the hit dice going for you there, friend?
I'm working on it. I'm trying to get them back up to full, but it's gonna take literally every hit die I have.
You got one. You got
Oh, everybody gets an extra hit die, an extra D8, because I'm a bard.
and you're playing your Song of Rest.
Yeah,
Oh,
on a
dog.
short rest.
Oh, I might not have taken that last. Oh, oops. Okay,
Yeah.
extra D8. I'll throw that.
You can oh wait, and also because I guess that might take the place of my Song of Rest, but I have a chef thing I can do in a.
Your Song of Rest requires you to be playing during the rest.
Okay, then we'll just do the Song of Rest. That's probably better. Yeah. No. Oh, they're the same thing. They're the same thing.
Perfect. Cool. So yeah, that happens.
Does anybody have any advice
That
for me to be
happened.
better at being a lookout?
Can't you
I mean-
cast vision into the sky and view everything?
I don't think that would have helped in this most recent situation.
I mean, no, you're right about that.
I mean, I'm busy charting a course.
I'm busy managing the Ox.
Okay.
Ox, of course, being the Sylvan word for the tunes you play while you travel.
I mean,
Like,
if
could
we
I-
could recover spells for every day, I would cast Enhance Ability on you, but I can't, so I won't.
Could I do a preemptive investigation check on any place that we plan to rest as kind of like a...
Well, that's sort of implied.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, just the journey system does require that specific check. Whatever the check for whatever gets rolled from whatever lookout.
So there's nothing, there's no role for smart people. There's just roles for wise people.
No, there are plenty of rules for smart people. That just
We're
wasn't
just
one
traveling.
Okay.
This is my element, baby. We're traveling from a school.
of them.
Street smart.
Intelligence will certainly help you in some of the events. That event, not so much.
Okay. Well, let's see how it goes.
All right.
Hey, it's the school of life, baby.
You can make a history check on the flag that guy pulled out if you'd like.
Hell yeah. Don't mind if I do. 18.
Yeah, that's the flag of a long dead city-state, the city-state of Fel Naza, which was a prosperous warrior state that fell in the 9th decade of the Age of the Blade, so like several thousand years ago.
And was it like a drow city-state or just sort of a
Nope.
non? Okay, just yeah.
It was It was near where the Ebon Jungle is today. So in Zymor, actually. But long before Zymor was even a thought.
Cool. Great. So over 2,000 years old. Cool. And he had like a teleportation skill thing that he did with it.
He also
right?
had several other he had a bunch of flags on his back, but that's the only one you got a real good look at.
Oh, okay, cool. He had other flags. That's interesting. All right. Great. Thank you.
All right, cool. And you lay down for a somewhat fitful sleep. Wake up the next day and keep going. Tommy, will you roll a d12 plus 1 for me?
D12 plus 1 coming at you. 4.
All right, 4. Okay. As you continue, yes. Let me just pull that up. Yeah. As you continue along your way along the road, another day or so passes. Things start being a little less bad. Rough. Good start. One rough, weird night. And then you keep on your way. But midway through, not the next day, but the following day, you hear the sound of loud, painful screaming coming from the side of the road. As you look over in that direction, you can clearly notice that a wagon has been pulled off to the side of the road into some bushes, and you hear the sound of loud screaming as though somebody is in pain, and some other voices that seem to be trying to assist the person who is in pain.
Should we go over there?
You can go over there if you'd like, or you can just breeze on by.
Walk on by.
What do you think? What do you think?
We're heroes. We should probably respond to the screams of people.
I have the healer's feet.
All right. As you approach any of the Caravaneer, to make a persuasion check with advantage, because if you're in
Big ol' persuasion. Would you believe I'm not proficient in that?
I would believe that.
That's 22.
22. All right, that is a success by 5 or more, I think. Sure is. As you approach, you make it very clear that your caravan means no harm. But you sort of round the corner and you see a small band of dwarves, about 5 in total, sitting on a makeshift stretcher, on top of which one of them is howling in pain. His thigh bone is at a 90-degree angle. One of the dwarves, a woman carrying a battle axe, sort of turns to you and doesn't look nervous because you declared your arrival very calmly. As they come over, she says, "Oh, travelers, we're in a bit of a pickle. You wouldn't happen to be proficient with weapons, would you?"
We are?
Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm Dooley, leader of Elm's Anvil. We're a group of mercenaries with a quest to hunt down a collection of trolls. We killed most of them, but one got away, and we followed it nearby. Unfortunately, our wizard snapped his legs, falling in a pit nearby, and we're sort of stuck until our cleric Silmer can fix him up. Would you take care of that last troll for us? We worry he's going to come back and finish us off while we're weak. We'll pay you. We'll give you a good chunk of our payment, and if you ever find yourselves in Erdunalak, you got a favor as well.
Can I do an insight check real fast?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hey, look at you.
Look at you.
Can I guide myself?
Yeah, you can always guide. Well, not always, but yes, you can guide yourself.
I know. That's why I keep announcing it for those moments. 27.
This is sincere, 100%.
Do you think? Does he need help setting a leg? I know how to set a leg.
Well, we've got a cleric doing that now, but it's a pretty gnarly break. So it's gonna take some time, healing magic or no. But if you want to assist with healing magic, you're more than welcome. I mean, we won't say no. But really, what's more pressing for us is getting rid of that last troll, because it could be anywhere.
How long ago did the troll leave? Like, how far out is it, you think?
2 hours?
What do you say, gang? We got an extra day. We going after the troll?
We had 2 extra days because of Una. Because Una
Yeah.
was 2 days early. Yeah.
After
also,
all,
hi, we're the Bright Futures Initiative.
We're Elm's
Yes.
Anvil.
Hi.
Elm's Anvil. Is it just you guys, or is there another?
It's just us.
Okay. We ran into another group of adventurers we worked alongside of at one point. Blanking on their name. Wasn't sure if it was a different group. Anyway,
not us, unfortunately. We're just us.
I'm down.
gang, we going after a troll?
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's go troll hunting.
We were tracking it in that direction, up towards Rakshan's range. There's a cave. We're pretty sure it's in there.
Aye, Captain.
Best of luck.
All right,
Thank you.
we'll head that way. Bye, Dooley.
So long, Bright Futures.
Heather, Septon, Shandim, Una, Everett.
I won't remember that, but I do appreciate.
That's okay. You know, bye.
I mean, you'll be back here. We'll meet up with you on the way out.
We're not going anywhere. And she sort of gestures to her snapped leg wizard.
My leg.
My leg!
All right.
All right, let's get some troll,
We're
huh?
troll hunting.
All right, you.
Guys, you remember the simple times when we were just, troll hunting?
Yeah, like right now. All right, yeah, you make your way in the direction that they tell you to, and sure enough, there is a cave.
Survival check to see if a troll went in there.
Go ahead and make a survival
There
check.
be trolls in here.
And I guide
Tether's
myself.
standing in a
You can
troll
guide
footprint.
yourself.
Yes. Hmm.
24.
There are troll footprints leading into this cave.
There's a great-
also
Absolutely got him.
with
There's
a
a great
20
fit.
with a
Oh.
24. There are also there's a bunch of weird little puddles of poison all over the place.
Keep poisony.
As a with the poisoner feet, can I tell what type of poison? Like what it would
With that
come
survival,
from, or-
yeah. You know that some trolls that live in poisonous swamps start taking on the features of that swamp. You're probably
We got a
dealing with
boomer.
with a venom troll.
Ugh.
Hey guys, they forgot to tell. It's a venom troll.
There's a bit from a comedian who talks about like drunk girls trying to find their way home. And it's like, I feel like it's this way. And that's Tether right
That's
now.
Tether right now.
I feel like the troll went in there.
This direction.
All right. Well,
I don't have anything to like help with that, but just know we will get acid
Same.
thrown at us. So have fun.
All right.
investigating for another way in.
Yeah, go ahead and roll it.
I'll guide
Listen,
you.
around here, we take a little acid damage.
Well,
Oh wow! Plus,
Except for
plus
Una.
guidance, you said.
Yeah.
All right, so that's 19 plus 1 plus 5. 25.
you can say beyond a shadow of a doubt that this is the only way in.
Let's just go in there.
This
and
is
see
the
what's
only
up.
way in.
With your investigation check, you smell some stuff, and you can peek in a little bit. There's definitely some pools of poison on the ground in there that you probably
There's some
don't
pools of
wanna
poison on
stand
the ground in here that we shouldn't stand in.
Okay, so
Um,
now we can avoid these puddles of poison. Let's go in. Bing bang bongo, killed the troll. I'm gonna cast Shillelagh on my staff right now.
Good plan.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor.
Good plan.
Do we know if trolls speak a language?
Make a history check. Or a nature check.
I'll
What?
guide you.
Thanks. They're the same. 17.
They do speak a language. That language is giant.
Okay.
Does anyone speak giant?
No.
I don't, but I can understand it with my spells.
Yeah, but we're not gonna regain spell slots for a while, so maybe.
But
Okay.
so with psychic whispers, we don't have to share a language.
Right.
So.
But they do speak a language, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you guys like, I can send Little Shadow in first and just have her poke around.
I think we can make a troll.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
A venom troll.
And you begin to head on in, and I'm gonna pull you onto the map, and I'm gonna have you roll initiative. And change the music. All right. Boom. Boom. All right. Sure enough, you find yourself outside a troll cave. Go ahead and roll me that initiative. You do notice, those of you who can see in the dark, that some of its limbs have been cut off, but they are ambulating on their own.
Could I also have an initiative for... Or I guess he works on my initiative for Argonetti.
Oh, I should put Argonetti on the field, though, probably. Does he work on your initiative? I don't remember. You can pull out Argonetti yourself.
Oh, wonderful. I will do that.
He's in the summons tab, so. Does he work on your initiative, or does he get his own?
What an amazing question that you've asked. Never for sure learn stage campaign friendly campaign combat. Shares your initiative count. Takes a turn immediately after yours.
Great. So you can pull him out, and he'll just be able to go after you.
Cool. Get in there, buddy.
Oh, not the country venom troll arm.
The country venom troll arm.
It's just the country bears.
All right. As combat begins, the arms have it. And they are going to dash in your direction. But that's all they got. Sean D, you are up.
Okay.
Go, Shondal.
Shondal. Here comes Mr. Mr. Sheck.
Mr. Sheck.
Mr. Sheck. Check.
Just
Mr. Golden Sheck. Mr. Silver Sheck. Please check down on me.
I cannot move.
Oh,
him.
yeah, because I have to fucking do that thing where I give him free movement. I wish I could not do that. But I have to. He has free movement. Go for it.
So he's gonna go. Let me just make sure that's right. I'm so far out zoomed out I can't read. It's not right. Okay. He's gonna go there. And then Shandi is gonna move here. And then Sheko is gonna be commanded to move up a little more.
Okay.
And then Shek will attack. 26 to hit.
26 absolutely hits.
Nice.
10 points of piercing damage.
All right, he takes 10 points.
Wait, sorry, 12 points of piercing damage.
He takes 12 points of piercing damage, and as he does, his poisonous, bloated body bursts open, and Sheko takes...
Is it more than one?
It is more than one.
Sheko disappears.
Sheko goes bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for the tip, Sheko.
We're learning so much today.
He's our crash dummy.
More like Sheg go.
Nice, dude. Oh, God. I tried to move Sheko, and now my whole thing is...
Yeah, what was that? you drawn pictures.
I'm really not meaning to. There we go. I'm gonna throw a Shek over there.
Yeah, I mean, I can't close the distance anymore, so I'm just gonna step to the side to clear the path, and that'll be it for me.
Cool.
I can close the distance.
That'll make it Everett's turn.
Oh, I also had Little Shadow out. We had talked about that, right?
I think you can pull her out.
Great.
I don't know how familiars work on... Familiars get their own initiative, though, so I'm gonna roll that for her.
Thank you. Oh, she rolled bad. Oh, that's okay. She'll just chill there. And I'm gonna say, all right, let's do this. Let's see what you got, Argonetti. And Everett is going to. Oh man, how far can I go? I can make it there, right? Okay. Oh, Command C. Jesus
I like
Christ.
how Argonetti looks like a happy little manatee.
Yeah. Tether pin.
35. That's 25. Great. Yeah, we're just gonna do this. We're just gonna run right over to my good pal.
Mm-hmm.
That's 25 feet, and I'm going to cast Stone Skin and touch you. And say, hope this helps. So you now have resistance to non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. And Everett's gonna take his last 5 feet of movement and step the hell back.
You are concentrating on that, right?
Yes, that is that I'm concentrating on that spell.
Cool. I'm gonna put that on you. I know it says cursed. It doesn't mean it. You're concentrating.
I've been cursed. And then Argonetti is going to run up 1, 2, 3, 4,
All right,
5.
as he steps in the poison,
He's immune to poison.
nothing happens.
Yeah, all the ancient companions are immune to poison because they are just rocks.
Yep.
And that's his turn. I don't think he can. Yeah, he can't do anything. Actually, hold on 1 second. Let me just check. This is not a ranged situation, right? Yes. No, he can't do that. Great.
I think he can smack.
He's-
Yeah.
He's gonna stand there and wait to smack.
All right, Uno, you are up.
Beep. Nope. I want to see him. That would be nice.
It is dark in here, so if you can't see him, that might be just because of your vision.
True. Uh-oh. Yet it sure is because of my vision. Well. Forgot about that part. I can't see anything.
Didn't your girlfriend give you glasses or something?
No, Averith
Nope.
gave her glasses, but those have worn off.
Your fire rings don't do enough light.
They put out, I think, 10 feet.
Honestly, we have a long list, but the biggest struggle we faced for the past few years is Una's dark vision. The hidden treasure.
I know, seriously. Cool. And I just ask Shandi to point where it is.
Yeah, you can.
Shandi points straight ahead at the
Right.
troll.
Your attacks will be a disadvantage, but
Yep.
you can make them regardless.
$17.
17 hits.
No, wait. It was a 19.
Also,
Wait,
hit.
it was a 17.
17 hits.
Great. Mm. 10 points of psychic damage.
All right, 10 points of psychic damage. Shandi and Everett, you notice that no poison splashes out this time.
Okay.
Phew!
I'm gonna bonus. No, I can't do that.
You can do whatever you want.
Well, I was gonna bonus cast invisibility, and I cannot do that. I think I will bonus dash and get just across here, but going around Shandi, not
Cool.
through the
Not
thing
that
like I did.
Right. You run into the dark. Cool. Tether, you are up.
My turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm gonna start by moving so I can see what's going on. Oh, hi.
Also, why is it cut off dark? Wouldn't light be coming in from the other...
I put light out here. I put light out here, and whatever physics are happening is not.
But
a
wouldn't
thing
light
that I
also be coming from here, so I
Light-
could see here?
Light is coming from there. I don't know why it's
Nope.
not doing that.
No, it's not. I can't see half of the screen.
The whole outside is lit up. I that's just how the
Okay.
physics are interacting. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't have an answer for you.
You could just show it to me.
I can't.
I'm just
though.
gonna go in front of
What I
Everett
can
so
do is
Everett doesn't get hit.
add another light source. See if that fixes anything. Did that fix anything? Did that do anything for you there, Una?
Yes.
There you go.
Okay, so that's my movement, and I'm just gonna chill touch the evasive venom troll.
Cool.
Well, click and chill touch isn't doing anything, so I'm gonna do it manually. $26.
26 hits.
Cool. That's... That's 11 necrotic damage.
11 points of necrotic damage. Cool.
And he can't heal. Is that a thing?
Could be.
That might be. You'll
He can't-
find out.
And gain hit. Well, I'm just saying he can't regain hit points at the start of his next turn.
Mhm.
My next turn,
Cool.
just in case.
Anything else from you?
Also, it just occurred to me when you said, "Oh, spell slots and all this stuff is gonna recover until the end of the journey." You meant just getting there, not the entire mission.
Yeah, just
So I'm gonna feel-
just your trip.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be a little more using of my spells, but no, I don't think I can do anything with a bonus action right
Cool.
now.
All right. You good then?
Yeah, because I don't think applying poison to my pole arm will do anything.
You're probably right about that. The leg is going to begin to ambulate towards you guys. What?
Oh, yeah, the leg is before me.
Yep. Then it's your turn. You're up, Septon.
Okay, I'm gonna walk right up here. I'm gonna blow on that magic flute. Need wisdom save from anything that can hear me, which I'm assuming
one of these
might
things
only
can
be
hear
one
you.
thing.
Yeah.
But that's okay. That's okay. We're blowing on the magic flute.
Wisdom save.
Yep.
That
DC's
is-
15.
He gets a 16.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's tough.
that is a bummer.
Oof.
Anything else?
Then
for
I'll clasp my hand on Shandi's back and go, "That didn't work. Get ready." And inspire Shandi.
Do better.
Cool. All right, it is now its turn, and it is pissed. It's very pissed, so it's gonna right on
Oh,
up
cool! I can see you.
to you guys. Yeah, into the light. He's a big.
Luckily,
fella.
we've grouped.
It comes out of the shadows like the Beast in Beauty and the Beast.
Exactly.
I can fix him.
He's going to try to bite Septon.
Do it.
Natural 20.
Yeah, it'll hit.
You baited that one out there, my friend. All right, that is going to be 15 points of piercing damage and 16 points of poison damage.
Whoa!
Yep,
So what creature?
he just crit on you, my friend. And
What
you
a
are
cre-
poisoned.
I'm poisoned.
Do you roll for critical?
Oh, I didn't. Thank you. He didn't get one.
Permanent critical, that's right.
I forgot about that because it's been a long week.
Confirm the crit.
So in like real world, well, I guess not real world, but when a creature succeeds on a bite,
Yeah.
is there just a chonk out of you?
I think D&D sort of operates on the assumption that we don't pay attention to that, but like
Yeah.
like there's just a little bit less
Like,
acceptance.
if you think about
Again, don't
creatures,
think about these rules too
I'm
literally.
thinking about it. If
We
you think about
dodge
creatures,
lightning at 5 feet.
if you think about creatures where this is their mouth and this is their thing,
yeah.
I've always seen it more of like
person.
the only health point that matters is 1 at 1 to 0, and everything else is like guard, like your evasiveness and your like
Yeah.
your shields and armor.
No, Septon's just
Whittled
missing
down.
his shoulder now.
Septon's missing the bunch. What it is the teeth went in and it certainly pulled some stuff out, but it didn't like get a chunk of you. It's like when a cat bites you, they don't pull chunks out of your flesh out. It
Oh,
hurts
just
bad.
just a little cat
Just
bite.
a little cat bite that did 1 billion damage.
Why are you crying,
Yeah.
Septon?
Yeah, buck up, Septon. All right, he's then going to use his claws. He'll start against Sean D. That is a flaccid 20 to hit.
Okay. I
He would be
will.
flaccid.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, I'll defensive duelist that. 'Cause
Okay.
Efficiency is now 4.
You parry that one away, so he'll take his second claw attack on you as well, and that is the same.
Okay.
So that's going to be 11 points of slashing damage and 2 points of poison damage.
And you get to have the slashing damage.
Ah,
Okay.
because of your stone skin.
So you
Yeah.
have stone skin.
Nice.
Cool.
He probably should have done that instead. That's okay. All right, that is going to be the end of his turn, which makes it Little Shadow's turn.
Little Shadow is seeing that I am in combat, going to switch places with me, I think. And they're gonna come over here, come over there, and then come up. Can Little Shadow be in tether space?
I think because she's tiny, she's allowed to do that, yeah.
Okay, cool. Little Shadow's gonna be in tether space.
Hi.
And going to be there in case anybody needs to be touched by a spell for now. That's
Cool.
Little Shadow's turn.
All right, that'll bring us back to the hands.
Not the
One
hands.
dashes up to
Epstein's
you,
hands.
Una. And this one keeps trying to get closer. All right,
Trying to
Sean
get-
D, you are up.
Okay. Shenko.
Okay.
Where'd he go?
He's down outside it. He's
I can't see him. There we go. Shenko's gonna go up there and he is going to take a stab at the leg.
Okay.
Oh, that's a nat 1.
He misses.
All right. Second attack. That's a 27.
Cool, that'll hit.
12 piercing again.
12 piercing. That knocks the leg down, but Sheko does take the poison damage and disappears once again.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, the leg doesn't go away. Knocks the leg down, and then Sheko gets the. Oh my god.
I keep running him into walls by accident.
Sheko's outside. Okay. Anything else from you there, Sean?
Nope, that's it.
Cool. Everett, you are up.
Everett is going to run back this. Well, he's gonna start his turn here, cause why not? And then what is range for this? 60 feet? Yeah. Everett's gonna cast web on this area.
There is a web effect that you
Oh,
can
cool.
pull. You can pull onto the level 2 spell effects.
Level 2 is in the compendium packs.
Nope, it's in actors where you pulled out little
Oh,
shadows
sick.
as well.
Oh, I will find this. Spell effects. Level 2. Web. Oh, amazing. Cool. I'm going to drop the web. Oh, I missed. I missed. Command Z.
Nope.
Okay.
We're just gonna have to move it. Ping it where you want it.
Could I put the center of it right here, please? Just so it's not on my guys.
Yeah, let me just find the yeah, it's up there, isn't it? There you go.
And we can move it over onto the pensive venom troll arm as well, please. It's like over. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
If you go to the top left corner of the web, can you move that?
Oh,
I don't know if you're gonna be able to or not, but.
Well, let me look. No, it's give it. I don't think I can.
Cool, no worries.
Cool. Okay, great. And so they are going to need to make Dex saving throws, please, against 17.
All right, the Venom Troll himself will roll a natural 20. The leg rolls a natural 20. No fucking
Oh my
way.
god.
And the arm rolls an 11.
11. Okay, so one fail. So the arm is restrained.
Arm.
Got
And
an arm.
then if a creature starts, like, do they have to make it again, or they are just not? They don't have a problem with the web for the rest of the web's life.
Well, it's still difficult terrain, but I don't think they have to remake it.
Okay, cool. All right, and then oh wait, that's concentrate.
Yeah, I was about to say your stone skin does go away here.
That's
Oops.
dumb. I thought, like, what are you concentrating on at that point? All right, whatever.
Well, it's still it's keeping whatever's restrained, and also the fact that it's difficult terrain. I don't know.
Yeah.
A creature that starts its turn on the web or enters it during its turn must make a dex save, so they can become re-restrained.
All right. Well,
So
that was
technically,
dumb.
they shouldn't have made those checks yet, so those will be for the start of their turns.
Okay, sounds good. All right, I'm gonna run away. Bye. Good luck.
All right, Una, you're up.
All right. Is he focused
Oh, sorry.
on my...
Can I? I
Argonetti.
didn't realize. I
Sorry.
forgot. Yeah, Argonetti's gonna go ahead and jump right into this terrain and
Okay,
give this
he
guy
needs to make a dexterity saving throw. Or
he's
else
gonna
be
give this guy a
restrained.
spiritual smack.
Before-
Unless I can hit him from the diagonal.
Before, you could hit him from where you are. Yeah.
Oh, then I'm just
big
gonna do
fella?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that from where I was. A little spiritual strike from Argonetti, please. 13 plus my spell mod, which is 5 plus 3 is 8, 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And he's gonna do 1 plus 2 plus proficiency bonus, which is so 5, 6 force damage on the troll.
All right, 6 force damage as Argonetti, Septon, and Shandi take some damage as the poison, explodes out of him. That is 8 points of poison damage to the two of them,
Yeah.
and Argonetti, but he's immune, so I guess that doesn't matter. Una, you are up.
All right. I'm just gonna pew pew, you know.
Cool, big boy.
Yeah.
You will have sneak
Always.
attack if that.
Yes, I will. Hold on. Let me... Gosh, just so I know what the fuck I'm doing. Cool. Foundry doesn't tell me how much my sneak attack is. I'm pretty sure it's 5d6 right now, but
Sure. Google it.
I wanna make sure. Good.
Good.
So rude. Just like tell me.
5d6.
You know? Yeah.
You can put that on. You can like write that in. In fact,
I sure
probably do
could.
that.
I sure could, Blake, but I don't know, like a 28.
That'll hit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, poops! That's 3 1s.
Oof.
Gross.
No, you still do a big hit.
Kind of. That's 12. That's 14. That's 19 total.
All right, 19 points of psychic damage.
Mm-hmm.
He does not explode in acid.
Fantastic.
Wunderbar.
And only because I really, really want to. Oh no, I dropped it. Oh, and I've got a blanket situation over here that I can't mess up.
Oh no!
Okay, I have another one. I'm gonna do my teleportation
All right.
for the first time. Let's see, up to 40 feet. So I throw one of my daggers across, and I teleport. Beep beep. I'm not. Oh, measurement. Dang it. Can I be not in the acid if I'm here?
Yeah, there you're. Yeah. That's fine. Teleports behind him. Nothing personnel, kid.
That's it.
Nice. Tether, you're up.
I'm up?
Yep.
Well, I'm here to have a good time. Well, I can move through people as difficult terrain, right?
Yes.
So I can... I'm on ruler 2. Fuck. Okay, so I can get here. And that's my movement. And can the big troll make... I know he probably is really good at this, but you know, I wanna do things, you know? Can he make a con save?
Yeah, are you casting a spell at him?
I am.
Nice. He rolls a flaccid 20. He is very good at that.
Yeah, I know.
What spell
I
were you
don't want
casting?
to bother, Michael. So dumb.
No. What spell were you casting?
Blindness.
He is not blind.
Yeah.
Anything else from you?
Yeah, I'll... Hey, Septon.
Hmm.
You have 8 more hit points.
That's good. Good. We're gonna need them.
All right. The venom troll leg, though it was dead, seems to regenerate. It is now back up, but it has to make a dex save or else be webified. That is 12, so he is restrained. Well, he is prone and restrained. That leg's not doing anything. Septon, you are up, but you are poisoned.
What poison do?
You get one. You only get an action or a bonus action, I believe.
Ooh.
And you can't take reactions.
Then we.
No. You have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. I was completely wrong.
Okay. Then I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna do a bit of a. How's this troll looking? We put a little bit of damage in him at this point.
Not great, but not certainly bloodied.
Okay. Then I'm gonna. He's probably good at this, but I'm gonna drop a thunder wave at. Probably only 3rd level.
All right, that's con save.
Yep, that's con save, and it will also hit leg and arm.
Great.
Adept leg and pensive
okay,
arm.
So the troll gets a 17. The leg gets a 14. And the arm also gets 14.
Okay, the 14s fail, the 17 succeeds. So 23 to each of the fails.
Okay,
And
they do not move because they're both restrained, but
Observe
they
my
are
tactics.
unconscious. Hey, thanks for the follow or sub.
And then 11 to successes.
All right, he takes 11 points of thunder damage, and Tether, Shandi, and Septon all take
Ah, fuck.
14 points of poison damage.
Absorb element 7.
7 points of poison damage. All right, on the troll's turn, he does regenerate. Oh,
I should just be I knew I should be just a chill touch bot for this fight.
He regenerates a little bit. And he is going to start making attacks. He's going to try to bite you, Tether. And that is a 14 to hit.
It's so stupid and lame, he can't even hit me.
Okay. He's going to crit you with his claw, then.
Wow. That's a story to beat.
That's a story to beat. You are going to take... Ooh. Okay, you are going to take...
What a coincidence that the two outspoken
20
members
points
of
of slashing damage.
Okay, I'll let you talk before I say.
And 7 points of poison damage. So 27 in total.
I got that. Thank you.
And then he's going to take his next claw attack on... Sean.
Do you have to roll for crit?
Oh, yeah. He does not permanently crit you. Sean D, that is an 18 to hit you.
I am going to defensive duelist that.
Oh, you parry that one out of the way. And that... Oh. Yeah, that is the end of his turn. Yeah. Okay, Little Shadow.
Little Shadow is gonna chill right there, because I don't have anything to cast with her. Actually, she might run a little bit away, just to avoid some poison splash, and get herself back into the action. Oh, why can't I not? Oh, come on, buddy. I'm trying to move her.
Try again.
There it is. Boom. She's gonna take a couple steps back and hide in this little corner here, and then actually her right here, and then maybe rejoin the fight a little bit.
All right, the arms turn. The one arm comes back to life, but is restrained and prone, as much as an arm can be prone. The other arm is going to come up behind Tether and take a slash, and miss badly. That's a 9. Sean D, you're up.
To bonus action second wind. Oh, wrong dice. Well, not one both times. Cool, so that's 10 back. Septon, I feel like we shouldn't be hitting this thing so close up. Just getting the slightest feeling of that. And I'm going to summon Sheko. I'm going to summon Sheko down here next to Little Shadow.
You can move him now.
Oh wait, no, that was 2 bonus actions. Get rid of Sheko. Get him out of here.
Okay, goodbye, Sheko.
In that case, I'm going to see if I can put these boots to use. I'm going to step away from the troll and probably take an opportunity attack.
Opportunity attack coming your way.
All right. Can the troll make a perception check?
Yes. As several copies of, or a copy of Sean D sort of peels off in a different direction. The troll rolls a 12.
That misses.
Nice. So he takes his attack at the illusory copy of Shandi instead of the real Shandi. Shandi's all about clones at this point. That's crazy.
Yeah. All right, that'll be it for me.
Cool. That will make it Everett's turn.
Okay. Everett.
We'll
we
get to the end
gotta
of the round and then call it, folks. I know we're after.
Well,
I'm still fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Everett's gotta start doing some damage here. So we're gonna Scorching Ray that troll.
All right.
Am I gonna be able to do that through my pals or no?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Scorching Ray, 3 rays of fire, and hurl them at targets within range. Here we go. 22.
22 hits. And roll this one at a time for me, because every time
22.
Every time he gets hit, some poison goes out.
22 again.
Oh no.
Those will both hit.
Okay. 28.
Those all 3 will hit.
Okay. And then
Roll just the first instance of damage for me.
first instance of damage. That's 8 fire damage, and then also, because I'm in proximity of my sage companion, I'm gonna do some force damage as well.
Okay.
8 force damage, 16 total damage.
All right, and some poison bursts on out. Come on. Tether and Septon take 11 points of poison damage.
Okay.
Second
Here
instance.
comes 4, 5, 9 fire damage.
All right, 9 fire damage. And force damage or no?
It doesn't happen the second time.
Takes 9 points of fire damage. Tether and Septon take 10 points of acid damage or poison damage.
Okay.
Septon is down.
Septon is down. And roll the last one there for me.
7 fire damage.
All right, 7 fire damage. Tether, you take 5 points of poison damage. Septon, you lose a death save. Not 2, because he didn't crit you. Just 1. All right. Anything else from me there, Everett? This guy he's looking very, very bad now. And also, it looks like since you hit him with fire, his wounds that were slightly regenerating are no longer regenerating.
I don't have a chill touch, thank God.
Anything else from you there, Everett?
This is not Baldur's Gate rules, right? Hold on.
I don't know.
Administering a potion takes an action, yeah.
No,
okay.
No, that's a bonus action.
It is.
That's one of our home rules, yeah.
Sick. Then I'm gonna run over and give Septon...
No, sorry. Taking a potion is a bonus action. Administering a potion is an action. Sorry, my bad.
Okay. Can I do Baldur's Gate rolls and chuck it at him?
No.
No, I'm joking.
Throwing is an action.
Throwing is an action, yeah.
Legally, then I'm not gonna do that. I'm just going to chill over here and wait and just make sure I can reach him on the next turn, which I can. So
Una, you're up.
Okay. Well. Pew pew.
Pew pew. This guy's looking bad. So.
Heather, are you still up?
Yeah,
Threatening him?
yeah.
Great.
I'm very threatening.
So threatening. 28.
28 hits.
Sneaky, because I have my bestie over
Oh,
there.
you got it.
No one.
Have we've made it official.
Plus 26 points.
26 points is enough as you launch that at the back of his head. No poison spews out.
Blow his brains.
It bleeds out of the ears as he crumples to the ground, and all of his limbs also stop moving, and he cannot
But
regenerate.
obviously not falling onto Septon.
No, just onto the ground in his space. And they cannot regenerate because of the fire damage he took.
Nice.
But we're not out of initiative because Septon's death saves. Is there anything else you want to do? No.
No.
Okay, Tether.
Tether's
almost
gonna
hit space
walk
bar to
over to
enter.
Septon, take out a lot of weird, like, cloudy bottles, a lot of weird, like, mushy stuff, and some, like, plants and stuff, and just gonna start rubbing.
Basically a
Septon
Chipotle bowl.
down. Yeah. It's very gross and smells very bad. But I'm using the healer feat as an action.
Cool.
How many hit dice? Your maximum hit dice, Septon?
Me? My maximum hit dice is 9.
9.
Because we're level 9.
Yep.
True. Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't have to say it like
A
that.
little snarky, but
That wasn't necessary. I
Oh,
apologize.
sure. Like, yeah, say that while I heal you. 17.
you
Thank
heal
you.
for 17, and you come to. And as you stand there in the wake of the troll fight, that is where we will end tonight's session because we're already over time a little bit, gang. Cool, awesome. Well, thanks for playing. We'll continue. We'll finish the journey. We'll finish this event and then finish the ultimate journey next time. And we will do that next time. All right. If you're not currently playing a game of Dungeons and Dragons, well, no, if you're not currently playing a TTRPG with your friends, you should absolutely be doing that. And if you're not, that's a bummer, because it's the only game in which you can make fun of the person healing you while you're being healed. You cannot do that.
You can't do that at a hospital.
You can't do that in a
You can do
hospital.
that. You can do that in any co-op shooter.
You can't do that in a hospital, and that's what matters. All right, bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.